It's the Bob and Tom Show.
The steam begins to rise, it slowly effervesces. Leaves are crinkling under sweet caresses. I cherish this moment of natural bliss. Nothing's missing when I'm pissing outside, pissing outside. You don't know what you're missing until you start pissing outside. Pissing outside. Come on, America. Pissing outside. You don't know what you're missing until you start pissing outside. There you go. You know, a rock, a bush, a shrubbery, a tree. You can go anywhere you please. There's so many things that you can christen. So make it like your mission and just start pissing outside. Pissing outside. You don't know what you're missing until you start pissing outside. You know my favorite place is in the virgin snow. You find a fresh canvas and let it flow. Sign your name and watch it glisten. Unless you're in Alaska, then your task is to go faster, 'cause it freezes and you have to walk backwards while you're pissing outside. Pissing outside. You don't know what you're missing until you start pissing outside. Pissing outside. Pissing outside. Nice. You don't know what you're missing until you start pissing outside. Because the grass is always greener when you water with your wiener outside.
I'll get you a gun. Good morning. Hello, and welcome to, what is it?
Bob and Tom. Yeah.
The Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you, ladies.
Christy Lee and her natural, what is that, zebra hide?
Yeah, if zebras were beige.
Well, you tan it. You maybe.
I see. Okay, yeah.
During the
Fair
tanning
enough.
process, I'm just an amateur taxidermist, but I think during the tanning
The white
process,
with yellow?
the white with at least over time, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Pat.
Hey, chick.
That's Pat Godwin. There's Josh Arnold. There's
Hello.
Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the program. We heard Billy Jonas in the classic, the song about the joys of using the outdoors for its intended purpose.
Kind of on a hiatus right now, isn't it? Check local listings.
No.
No,
I'm guessing he is hardcore.
As Billy, sometimes
Even in the rain, you go out there and pee?
the virgin snow, rain.
What is it, the old joke? Yeah, it was your name. We wrote it in urine, but it was my wife's handwriting. What is it?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that,
Her
yeah.
handwriting. Okay.
For those of you who know the show, it's a half-assed joke.
Yeah, it's a good joke. I
like to do it.
I forget how it goes. The setup would have been nice.
Certainly.
The implication being that he had a vial of.
Well, no one values a setup like you do.
That's
you
true.
can ruin a punchline with a setup.
No.
You've done it many times.
You can't set up anything enough. But coming up, what have you got over there?
We got sports. We got the NBA. We got one guy with a 70-piece last night. That's what the kids call it.
Whoa.
And then we had a guy with a 62-piece last night.
They play any defense anymore?
Now watch. Wait a minute. Hold on. I did that purposely. I'm just going to sit back and let him digest the term piece.
Okay.
Ugh. That's better than 50 burger, I guess.
What about, you don't like 50 burger, you don't like 70, 62 piece, whatever you want to call, instead of points, you say piece. You don't like tutty.
What's tutty?
Touchdown.
Oh.
He had 3 tutties. You don't like
I've
any of
never
this, do
heard
you?
that.
Tutties, it's way in. It's way in, Daddy. You're missing it if you're not saying tutty instead of touchdown.
I'm not.
I think you are.
I'm not acknowledging
You're
it.
so far out of it, you don't even know you're done.
Okay. All right. Okay. Tuddy, Jesus.
Tuddy.
You know what he's going to say. It sounds like,
Yeah.
What?
Like Teddy Todd, the famous
Thank you.
mascot from
Oh, it's only missing R for the
that's
turdy. How
right.
about call it a turdy?
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, that
Had you ever heard peace before for points?
I have not.
Okay.
Is it PEACE or
No, it's like
a piece of pie?
Like a 12-piece bucket.
exactly, or like nugs, a 20-piece
Yeah.
nug,
Yes.
or whatever. Yeah.
I defer to Christy.
I suppose you still say nuggets instead of nugs. Man, you're out of it.
Nugs.
Nugs, not nuds. Nugs.
Who says nugs?
Nugs can also be a marijuana term.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those
You got
good nugs of
tasty nugs.
buds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
All this code language, it's getting so confusing.
Just call it what it is.
Okay, fine.
How would you like to get high with some marijuana?
Well, we'll discuss this and many other things. Now
It's not even Thursday. We have to save all these words for Al.
Yeah, coming up, great comedian's going to be our guest, Dusty Slay.
Boy, his special is everywhere. It's getting a lot of great buzz.
Good.
I think he was just on Fallon, or maybe. I mean, I think he's been on Fallon a bunch. But
He's funny.
Yeah, he's great. Really fun.
Look forward to talking with Dusty coming up later on this morning.
Old trail boss.
We have
Dusty Slade.
Make some mean beans.
we have another reason not to take your phone into the toilet.
I don't think I could do that.
Without going to the, you can't go to the bathroom without your phone.
I don't think so. Well, actually, I have a handheld game that I use in specifically designated for the bathroom. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you score
What
any?
game is
Do you
that?
score any tuds?
Tuddies. Not
Tuddies, I'm
tuds.
sorry.
It's nugs and tuddy, not
Sorry.
nuggy and tuds.
Sorry.
You.
Tuddies. No, who says tuddies?
Everybody says tuddies. Who knows anything
Ace,
in the
have you
National
heard
Football
tuddies?
League?
I think there's a product out there called Teddy's.
Oh, I hope it's an ass wiper or something. But I'm sorry.
Although we were the first to come up with Teddy Tudd, the wastewater treatment plant
mascot,
mascot. Yeah.
Yes, we were.
That is true.
Boy, that was something.
they got a big suit. And, well, I'm just getting myself sorted out over here. So
I know.
Did you have a bad day?
no, I'm just unbelievably busy.
But he's not. He's not busy. I'm sorry. He's not. I'm blowing the lid off this sumbitch. I'm telling you, he likes to say he's busy.
I have
Right.
a
He
thousand
loves
things I
that.
have to do.
That's what you're busy
Thousands.
with, saying you're busy. I'm not speaking to you.
The official Tutty fact sheet explains Tutty is a slang football term evolved from the abbreviation of touchdown, TD.
Wow.
Yeah.
Used by.
Everybody cool. And by the way, speaking of everybody cool, they put up a video yesterday of our boy Josh Arnold losing his mind during Greg Warren's report yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
About the term or the fact, evidently, that people are taking Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster over to Chick-fil-A and making a new brand
God,
new
that would be
sandwich.
good.
That was when you're in traffic and you look up and go, come on! That to me.
Bravo, Josh
Bravo
and Jeff.
and bravo.
Very, very
we had
funny.
fun. We got to eat a lot.
I'm a big fan of mixing.
Yes, go on.
Of the races, primarily dating. Of fast food places. And
Yes, like getting your French fries one place and
Oh,
a burger
yeah.
another.
just depends on the mood you're in.
Okay.
You ever felt like a Whopper, but you really wanted some of those McDonald's French fries?
See, that's the glory of the food delivery places is that you can double. Like, for instance, DoorDash, you double
What?
dash. You can double dash. You can order a burger from, let's say, Wendy's and French fries, let's say from
So now
McDonald's.
you got two people driving to your house?
That's right. That's right.
That kind of double.
Yeah, we're not spoiled. I just want you to know.
Because I'm a king.
Yes.
That's right. I'm having food delivered.
Now, we got into a lengthy discussion about Red Lobster.
Oh, it was good.
And Josh, you are a member.
Yes, I am. I not only receive the Fresh Catch, the weekly Red Lobster newsletter, but I also am a member of the club. Yeah.
And you have property in Cheddar Bay, is that correct?
I do, uh-huh.
A condo?
No, it's an actual lake house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very good, very good, very good.
I bought in early.
Also, we have a couple oddball stories as usual. One of them involves, a couple of them involve dating. which is interesting, and particularly internet dating. And you mentioned yesterday that LinkedIn has become a place that is also becoming kind of a thing for dating. We'll get to that, and I think Pat has a song about something like that. Okay, good. Well, let's really look forward to that. Thank you, Pat. Also, we have body parts in the news of all things. Yeah. There's you can buy anything on Amazon.
Wow.
Body parts?
No, these obviously they're not on Amazon.
I don't know what I was
listen to
thinking
him,
about
Pat.
talking about Joel Embiid's 70-piece last night and tutties. Let's talk about dead body parts.
Yeah,
Well, it's
right.
You know what? You're right when you're right, Tom. Yeah.
Happens to be in the news. And
That's the International Newswire, I'm guessing.
yeah, it is
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
And then we have a gastroenterologist weighing in on whether or not you should use your telephone in the toilet.
Well, you know what he's going to say.
Oh, well, that's spending some time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand people who and get. I don't
Get
understand
in, get out?
that. You know what they
Yeah.
say, blank and get.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
In and out?
Yeah.
Do you challenge yourself with?
Do I challenge myself in the toilet? What do you mean?
What kind of a challenge?
I want to get it all in the bowl. What are you? What are you talking about?
That's
Going for
that's
a
an
6-incher? What are you doing?
That's an early challenge.
Early on?
No, I meant, for example, I'll go in there and go, okay, I'm not coming out till I get Wordle.
Oh,
No, I don't. I lose track of time in there. I enjoy it very much.
boy, you guys have a lot of extra time.
Yeah.
No, I try to get in and out very quickly.
I got nothing but time. God
Okay.
knows.
Well,
yeah.
we'll cover many of these things. And now we also have, of course, the Ace Cosby joke of the day coming up. And as I mentioned, comedian Dusty Slay and our NFL correspondent, comedian Kostaki Economopoulos. And this late in the season, it's hard for him to make fun of your favorite team.
Because they're not playing.
Because they're only 4.
But hopefully, maybe they fired a coach. He can make fun of that.
Yeah, okay, good.
That's fun.
All right. Right now, I want to do a real quick quiz. See how smart you are. Are you as smart as your smart bed? Well, the only way you get a smart bed is if you get a Sleep Number bed, and the Sleep Number smart bed has what we call the Sleep Number, let's just say, setting. The Sleep Number is the key to the level of firmness. Christy Lee, what is your Sleep Number setting?
35.
Meaning what?
That I like a soft mattress.
All right. Now,
Hubby has 100 on his side, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Your husband is a 100.
He's a 100.
So that's the beauty
all
of
the way
it. See,
around.
his side of the bed is firmer. Well, how cool is that? See, that's the perfect example. Thank you for that. That's all I needed to know. I don't have to ask Chick what his Sleep Number setting is because I know
it's 100.
so it's all about quality sleep. And if you go to the regular mattress store and you find
It's
a
a
mattress,
100-piece.
find a mattress that you like, then you get home, you don't like that firmness level anymore, you're stuck. Now with the Sleep Number smart bed, and also they call it a smart bed because it helps track the time you sleep and how you're sleeping, and it helps you adjust your particular sleep number. Your Sleep Number setting, Josh Arnold, is what?
65.
And how did you determine that?
I went to the Sleep Number store and laid down on their sample bed, and they said, look at your pressure points here. You require a 65.
Well, isn't that nice? And the smart bed will help you adjust that. Is it necessary? Well, we'll find out. Right now, I want to also tell you, J.D. Power, they're an independent organization that ranks stuff in quality, and they say the Sleep Number bed is #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in stores. So think about that. And just check it yourself, jdpower.com/awards. J.D. Power won the 2023 award, so it's a great bed. Find out more information at the Sleep Number store, sleepnumber.com/BT show. And the store has all the details on some very special financing offers. That's sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, we have lots of interesting things going on out there in the world, including an important report about the Megalodon and also in sports, chain smoking.
And we're all going to learn Korean.
Oh, good.
In sports.
Okay,
Yep.
good. That's fine. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller. People were taking the chicken from Chick-fil-A and putting it on Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Wait a minute.
Josh, what do you think?
Josh is leaving right now.
Josh is leaving.
Okay, let's go. Come on.
Right.
Greatest day of my life.
Mummy Cass, would you be kind enough to play one more song for us? Then we'll take a little break and come back with more. Is that possible?
Yes.
All right, baby, we're going to give you a song about a hot dog vendor.
Oh, yeah. Hot dog vendor. Oh, I love this one.
Who doesn't like a good wiener, baby? Here we go, baby. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. Late at night when the bars are closing, the alcohol takes its toll and the drinkers need the favorite vendor. A tasty treat of sausage blender. Oh, little man behind the car. The police can't catch him cause he's way too smart. The smell of mustard in a big umbrella. Hot the man's got the perfect cover. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. He waits up patient out in the street. All the honeys want to sample the meat. He can't help but relish the fact the putting on keeps you coming back. I watch you feeling safe and cold. That's when the wiener man makes his move. Scream when your mouth is full. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. Crouch. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack of the wiener man. Attack of the wiener man. Attack of the wiener
Wiener, baby. Oh, that was just brilliant. You got to see the Mummies just to see the choreography.
I just wish they played better. What's the problem?
A little tighter.
Holy hell, yeah.
John Coltrane would be
Man,
saying to the
I've
guy,
never seen one played hands-free. That guy.
how did you do that sax solo? God, that was
He's
great.
got extra appendages, man.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Oh, wow. That's just brilliant.
instruments. Like, I mean, the clarinet is...
No, that's not going to get the
Point,
chicks.
yeah, unless you come
gotta
across
get
a
the
snake in a
guitar.
basket.
Yeah.
That you have to...
There you go.
Oh, no. Good thing I took the clarinet.
Good thing.
You guys are lucky.
Cool clarinet player.
I saved you, sweet Sue.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick.
How's it going over there?
Good. I'm just getting organized.
I know you're really busy.
Papers here. And,
I know it. Busy.
Josh Arnold is featured on a little mini video that I would certainly recommend. Just watched it again.
So how was it?
What Christy's asking is how was the Chick-fil-A chicken breast on a Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuit?
Yes.
It was everything you'd hope it would be.
Absolutely stunning.
Why don't
Very
the two
good.
of them get together and... Oh.
Well, I think they are getting together, whether they know it or not.
Except on Sunday.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you just have to have a little planning.
Yeah.
You just get you put the Chick-fil-A in the fridge on Saturday night. Is that the plan?
And they don't even serve... Why don't they serve the Chick-fil-A sandwich on a biscuit during the day?
They do in the mornings.
I know. I mean, but all day. That would
Oh,
be
I see what
so
you're saying.
great because their biscuits are amazing.
Yeah, they are good.
So in any event, this was a suggestion from Greg Warren from the Warren Report yesterday, and Josh acted up on it immediately.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hilarious. Delicious.
Now, we also have interesting news coming up, but before we get to that, we touched base with a couple of stories yesterday involving internet dating, and apparently the LinkedIn, the sort of business
This is
pool where you can find other business people, I guess. I don't know.
I've been asked out on LinkedIn before. I've had guys approach me on LinkedIn.
That seems-
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
That seems unprofessional.
It really
at least.
does.
Yeah.
Like, I thought LinkedIn was like a
work site.
Well, it's supposed to be, but way back in the day, oh yeah.
Huh. Well, yeah, I'm not on the LinkedIn.
According to the poll conducted by datingnews.com, 50% of respondents admitted to using LinkedIn as a dating site.
That's funny.
Yeah, 20% of those polled said they have turned to other non-dating apps like language learning platforms to meet new people.
I don't think you're on any of the...
No.
Nothing.
I don't know.
X, Instagram, LinkedIn.
Facebook, you're at nothing.
Nothing.
Pretty awesome, isn't it? I'm only on one, and
yeah, I'm on Instagram.
That's for now.
It's just about all I can stand. You know.
So now, Pat, you had some experience with the dating apps, et cetera, et
Indeed.
cetera.
Yeah. I got lucky on the Tinder. The other ones are a little expensive. That was a waste of time.
It was the cost was the problem?
Yeah, it's very expensive, some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
monthly
mean, like
membership type thing?
Like $1 a mention? What are you talking about?
Well, for me, I mean, it's a couple bucks there every now and then for the high-end dating apps. You want to hear about it?
Sure.
Here we go. Return to Tinder. Return to Tinder. I spent $500 on high-end dating apps. And bright and early each morning, I check the traps. No one responded to me. Return, that's probably because I lisped. Return to Tinder. If you like, swipe right. And our pretty little lady wants to hook up tonight. She doesn't look like her photo, but then again, neither do I. I'm really 10 years older, I tell her. She says she's a guy. Whoa! I spent a lot of time now to try to get a lady in bed. I met a new girl on Tinder. The trailer's filled with Sudafed. Oh, this isn't working. Return to bartender. Met a girl at the bar. I'm going old school. Now we're making out in my car at Trader Joe's.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so LinkedIn is apparently a dating site.
Yeah.
But is that, do you think, because maybe you can find someone that has a job?
That I think people trust people more on LinkedIn because it is used for that kind of purpose, because you do network with people.
And so do you go back and forth on that? Do you like...
Yeah, you can.
So you log on and go, hey,
Yes,
how many
you
words a
can
minute
message
do you
people.
type?
You Yeah, you can message
Do you
people.
like butt stuff? Just casual conversation.
Is that in your casual conversation?
No, I'm just asking. I've never been on LinkedIn. I was just wondering.
It's
That is quite a line, though. Do
Yeah.
you like butt stuff? That
Yeah.
that gets right to it.
Well, that'll cut
That's
out
one
the
of those
riffraff.
lines that worked one time, and you keep trying it. Yeah.
Do you know how to you know your way around an Excel spreadsheet? And do you like butt stuff? Okay. Well,
We have another online dating story we didn't get to yesterday.
what's that?
Well, researchers say people who use online dating methods may come off as desperate to those who do not to try to meet people online.
There's nothing wrong with desperation. We all
study.
get desperate.
I kind of agree with you.
Participants completed a survey rating their impressions of the average user of 8 different dating methods.
Isn't that at the start of Must Have Got Lost by Jay Gon? We all get desperate. At all times, we all get desperate.
Researchers said they were surprised to find that daters who use online methods continue to be regarded with suspicion and some disdain, even by individuals with experience using these methods. Huh.
I
Okay.
missed something in the story.
Yeah, so the story is saying if you're on a
If you say
dating website,
Yeah.
it means there must be something wrong with you. You can't get a date the normal way.
Yeah,
Oh, people
you're
are-
perceived that way by
Oh,
other
that's-
people.
Wow, I'm surprised that's still a stigma.
I know, right?
But, I think.
They added that those who use online methods to find a partner are perceived to be at least somewhat deviant and undesirable
By who?
The people
by
who
the
don't.
people who don't
Yeah,
use the
yeah,
websites.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Yeah, I don't feel that way. And I mean, obviously I'm not using one, but
I know lots of people that have met online.
yeah, I married a
Lot.
couple. That I was the officiant at a wedding.
Yeah, see?
Met on Bumble.
I
Doesn't
They're still happily
that sound
married.
like clumsy people in love? Bumble.
Yes.
Whoops.
fell into that
Well, she
relationship.
spilled the soda on me.
And I knew that
And then all of a sudden, butt stuff. He said it was an accident, but I kind of liked it.
he's on the butt stuff horse.
Yeah.
Serendipitous, wasn't it? That we both
butt.
discovered.
And you knew that a Fresca was a good lube.
I would have never guessed. Ooh, effervescent.
Fresca, huh?
Now, are there porn apps, Josh?
Porn apps.
What do you?
You mean like Pornhub?
I don't. I don't know.
That's like a website.
You mean
though,
a
technically.
subtle distinction between a site or an app? Is
Yeah.
that-
Because even OnlyFans isn't an app. I don't know what.
It not?
No, I don't know what. If there is a porn app or not. I mean, yeah.
Must be,
I could look it up, I guess.
I think a lot of the apps every now and then turn into porn. porn.
yeah.
Okay, just curious. Well, let's move forward. I like your
Would you
song,
want
Pat.
that on your phone? You're sitting there and you open up and there's the big porn app?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just asking. I don't obviously have one. I was just curious if that was a thing.
Maybe that's why it isn't. It's
Right.
Because I'm learning about all kinds of new things like tutties that Chick is insisting is being
And peace
stated.
instead of points. People
No,
say peace.
What is that?
70 piece.
I think that makes them cool.
It's like
No, I don't think it makes them cool, but it makes you old and crabby if you say things
It
like,
sounded like
"You think
you
it
got-
makes you cool?"
It sounded like he caught you smoking.
I know.
Oh, you think this makes you cool?
How many tutties?
That's right. I know what's cool, mister. I was cool before cool was cool.
How many tutties did Mr. Mahomes score?
We come in
There
here
are
one day.
tons of porn apps, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know.
Pornhub has one.
Oh, they do?
Okay.
XNXX, X videos, adult time.
Yeah, okay, we get, you don't know.
Wow.
Well, you asked.
I was just curious. I thought Josh would have a handle on that.
No, I don't know the apps.
YouPorn.
I'll look at a website, but
iStripper Mobile.
iStripper Mobile.
Yes.
Huh?
What's that?
I don't know. I'm not going to click on it, though. I can tell you that.
Yeah, you'll be regretting that for the rest of your life. Well, now we
I
turn
know
to
T-Stripper Mobile is when a girl strips to get some phone service.
Add to my card.
we turn now to the sports page with Chick McGee.
As we've been talking about with Mr. Hip over there, the NBA last night, yes, Joel Embiid, he's from Cameroon, by way of Kansas. He scored 70 points last night, and this Philadelphia 76ers.
He's brethren of yours.
Yes, I was going to say, are you guys
he is.
related?
He's Cameroonian.
When you took 23andMe and you were like, what?
Partially,
0.004%.
Partially. I don't know.
It was a full 3%.
I think
it was 2 or 3%.
Absolutely. Cameroonian and Nigerian. That's exactly right.
You ever watch that show where they take various celebrities and they go through their
Sammy Hagar's on tonight.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's heartwarming AF. I'm telling you.
Sammy Hagar's not really a Hagar. He finds out
Just
tonight.
going to say that. Yes.
Oh.
That's not his actual real name, it turns out. He didn't know.
Yeah.
What? Is nothing else is on, huh?
Run out of TV.
Finding Your Roots on PBS.
I love that. Have you ever watched that show?
Of course not. No.
Oh, it's great.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
It's they do DNA tests and they find out your background and
Yeah, no.
okay, fine.
But I'm glad people like it.
You know, if Wagon Train was still on with Ronald Reagan, you would watch it.
I never watched that show. I hated
don't
it.
believe you for a second.
I hate Westerns and never watched it.
Have you ever done your genealogy?
Yeah, I've got a thing about this thick in my office. It's
really?
amazing, yeah.
I mean,
I regret having done it.
Plymouth Rock.
Now the FBI has all my info.
Yeah, okay. But Ace, you'll want to know that, Sammy Hagar found out that his actual real name is something else.
Huh.
And the interesting thing is
What is it?
It's the same as one of my dogs.
What is it?
Elvis?
What is the English cream? Sammy English cream?
Fluffy?
His real name, it turns out, is Samuel Belcher.
Belcher.
Well, he's going by the right name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Belcher!
Do they know how many years back they changed it as a family?
I didn't get that far. They just showed like 2 minutes of a thing. It's a great show. You know, he finds out what the various folks in his past did, and it's fascinating. But Sammy Hagar fans, I'm one of them. He's going on tour this summer, doing a lot of the Van Halen stuff with Joe Satriani. Right? It's going to be a killer show. Now, I'm sorry, we got off topic because we were talking about Chick and his tutty, whatever the hell it was.
No, we were talking about the NBA in pieces.
How many guys who got the tutties in the NBA?
No.
With every single day, you are closer and closer to being sitting in here by yourself. You realize that.
The dream.
That's his long game.
You think
He's playing it
that's
well.
what you want, huh? You think that's what you
What
want?
would you do if you were sitting here by yourself?
Talk about.
I'd call Pat, have him come in. He's got to feed Jimmy. Unless that girl steps up, you're screwed.
Gotta feed that Jimmy.
I'm sorry, no, this is fascinating. So some guy got 70 points. What a ball hog!
Yeah, learn to be a team player.
How about a little D?
Philly won, beating Wembanyama.
Oh,
we've got Kevin Harlan somewhere just screaming Wembanyama. That's pretty good. We'll look that up.
Wemmy.
But he scored 70, and then Karl Anthony Towns. They call him the Big Cat.
I like it
because it's Karl Anthony Towns. Cat with a K. They call him Big Cat, Tom. I'm trying to make you hipper, Tom.
That's nice.
Al Jackson can't be here every day. I try to do my part with you. He had 62 at Minnesota, but they lost.
Whoa.
You think he in the locker room at the end goes, fellas? Yeah. I scored 62. Does anybody want to give me a hand?
I was out there. Anybody else?
Anybody else?
Yeah.
So you scored 58 less than I did. Is that right? That's another way to look at it.
You're familiar with how the game works. Ball goes in the air, then through the hoop.
Put the ball in the hole.
Nothing but net.
This is concerning to me, being a casual Bengals fan, but here we go. The Tennessee Titans have agreed to hire Cincinnati Bengals offensive coordinator, one of the best, Brian Callahan, as their new head coach. Callahan, the only offensive coordinator in the NFL that Joe Burrow's ever had. Let's see. Callahan replaces Mike Vrabel, the man with two consonants with no vowel in the beginning of his last name. I've got my eye on him. He was fired on January.
Very ethnic.
very. Although he is from the Ohio State University, so he gets a pass for that. And we'll see what the Bengals do. They need an offensive coordinator. Maybe Zach will do it there for a while. And the Lions have agreed to a deal with three-time Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz.
My Zach Ertz, too, and I got a sledgehammer in the old groin. Zach Ertz.
My Zach Ertz.
Lions fans going crazy?
Lions traveling out to San Francisco Sunday night to take on Tiny Hands Brock Purdy and the It's an odd nickname for an NFL player, but that's what they're going with.
Yes.
Tiny Hands. He can't throw the ball if it's wet.
Now,
so I hope it's not raining 49ers fans.
I think we can come back with a tribute.
To Tiny Hands?
No, to Detroit.
And we're still looking at the end of the Bills-Chiefs game when the Bills kicker Tyler Bass missed the field goal, and the Bills and their fans have to go through wide right again. We have a foreign language broadcast of the miss. We have a real broadcaster broadcasting the miss, and then we have just a hunk of milky white vanilla cheese, Jim Nantz. He'll also be making a call.
There's a photograph of Bob Seger, and he's talking to Jeff Daniels, the very fine actor.
And Bob Seger's there. Sammy Hagar, Belcher's there.
Oh, yeah.
And
my point is, perhaps
Grand Funk's there.
Perhaps we can come back with a maybe one of Jeff's songs.
Oh.
And this is no joke. This is the worst world record in the history of me making words.
Okay.
I am not kidding you.
Which one?
The fact that you don't know which one I'm talking about causes me great concern. You'll all know what I'm talking about.
What is the title of the segment?
Nope, not doing it.
What is the title of the segment?
I can't tell you the title of the segment. It's got everything that's horrible about it in the title.
No, stupid world record.
Stupid world record, yeah.
So, by definition, it's, say, listen.
Hang on just a second. I got it. Do you have a Phillips over there? Hang on. There we go.
Stupid world record.
That's the category.
Well,
you think this one is the stupidest?
This is.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out what it is.
Bad world record.
But when we come back, I think we have Jeff Daniels in the studio singing one of his songs.
Cool.
I think we can get that going. That'll be fun. And does anyone know if are they bringing back that? He's been in so many good shows. He had a really good one a couple of years ago. I think that maybe I'm not sure if it's. I'll do my homework. I'm
Newsroom?
sorry, I'm babbling.
Is that what was it
The
called?
Alan Sorkin thing?
Or American Rust.
American Rust. I really liked it.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
Now, right now, I want to remind you that the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. How's it going 2024? So far, so good. You're crushing it, right? And maybe it's time to do a little tweaking, as they say. That was the word in Wordle yesterday, tweak. What does it mean? Doing a little bit of minor adjusting. That's what therapy's all about. And BetterHelp has a really good idea. What if we could make therapy a lot more convenient, a lot more flexible, a lot more suited to your schedule? How? Well, taking advantage of what we're all getting used to in contemporary technology, those phones we're carrying around, because or that desktop computer, whatever. We're talking about the contemporary technology that is the world of the internet. So how does it work? Well, you will fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. And then the therapy itself is done online. So it can be done with like a Zoom call type of situation or a telephone call or even texting back and forth. Why? Because it's convenient, it's flexible, and it suits your schedule. See what I'm talking about? Find out by going to betterhelp.com/BT show. The /BT show part will knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. Let's have a great 2024. Do a little tweaking by doing some therapy. Once again, betterhelp.com/BT show. And this portion of the Bob and Tom Show sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, one of those situations where someone's having brain surgery and they need to have them stay awake, and they do something rather unusual. You'll find out what that's all about. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Here at the Bob and Tom Radio Laboratories, we've discovered that if you listen to the Bob and Tom Radio Show in the morning, you're going to be all right. However, if you don't listen, there could be some serious side effects, including general discomfort, memory loss, head spins, confusion, memory loss, itching.
Bob and Tom mornings on 104.7 WTUE.
Confusion, itching, bloating.
that's why you're single. That's all.
What?
Are we? Wait a minute. I'm sorry. We're back live.
Back with that.
Not your tongue.
He was talking about me because I went like this.
No. I'll tell you what it was. You see, you're not even aware of what you just did. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're live in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Coming up, our interview with Donald Fagen.
You're
from
so
Steely Dan.
stupid. You don't know what you're saying.
No, we're trying to make conversation. Just before the mic's open, Josh goes, "Hey, my toilet seat's on the way."
Yeah, that's right. He's excited about it.
Right.
It was something we had discussed.
Did you hear what Tom said? We were trying to make conversation. Tom doesn't
He didn't
have
speak a
conversations.
word during that break. He kept his headphones
They
on.
invented the phrase, he talks at me.
You, yes.
I thought it was. I mean, Josh. Okay, you're on a first date. Let's just say, and there's some nice music in the background. You're at a nice restaurant, and the waiter comes up. You order some sort of cocktail. I assume. What's your beverage of choice?
I might have a tequila and a beer. Yeah.
Together.
Beer. Sure.
So, there you go.
Beer and shot. Why not?
As you can
What
see,
he's thinking is, here, you don't look like an alcoholic. That's what he's thinking.
Oh no, I think he looks like one. And then
farthest from the truth. But go ahead.
And then this young lady orders something, and then you say, as a conversation starter, "Hey, my new toilet seats. I just got a thing from Amazon. It's on the way." And then she goes,
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he would do.
Waiter, could I get an Uber? I've got to get out of here. I have a thing.
My God, the way your brain operates.
I know, it's amazing.
Fascinating.
Isn't it?
So your new toilet seat. Something you want to tell us why?
Well, we were talking because I'm tired of my vacuum cleaner, and Christy and I were talking about vacuum, and I'm going to order the one she has.
Yeah, you're replacing your vacuum.
I love my vacuum.
I'm tired of
And so to enter the conversation, you said, "Wow, that's really interesting. Hey, my toilet seat's on the way."
Because the other day I mentioned that I broke
about it.
Josh, I love you, but I think he might be right.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying it's kind of a conversation killer, really.
I knew we only had 4 seconds left in the break.
It's kind of a funny thing.
I thought I would. Yes. You know what? I thought I was bringing up a topic that you would enjoy.
I get Josh. I know what he was trying to do.
Okay, sir, I didn't understand.
I hate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it took just over a year, but about 6 months longer than I had in the pool, but it finally happened.
No, you had the under. I would have taken the under too.
Josh now openly hates Tom.
I had the under myself.
Congratulations.
But that wasn't. They said I couldn't play because I could violate.
I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
Okay, once again, Josh has put them on over his...
Okay.
Okay, so now in the groin area there...
Well, that looks ridiculous.
Whoa.
Oh, is she turning it on? Sit back down. Now,
this is why we have HD cameras.
Sadie has the remote control. Mm-hmm. And what is it? Do you have it caught in a crack? What's going on back there?
Okay.
You okay?
Comfortable?
Okay, so are you prepared?
Now, Sadie, explain to me how the remote works.
Okay, so up to 20 feet away, which makes it really fun for a Valentine's Day date, out to dinner with your lover, a little private. There's 3 different modes. Right. There's manual mode where I can just press a button and it will vibrate.
All right, there we go.
There's ambient mode where you can hold it up to a speaker and it'll pick up the bass from music.
Is that?
Or you can whisper sweet nothings into the mic like this.
Oh, my God.
Can you?
Oh.
Oh, so
Hey,
as she talks, it's vibrating?
Hey there, big
That's pretty
boy.
good.
So she could be in the next room on a phone.
Yeah.
Really. Here, I'm going to step over here.
Oh,
okay. Now Sadie's leaving and walking away over to Chick's mic.
all right.
And
Oh, my God.
oh, she's whispering.
Talking to him, yeah.
That feel pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Let me try it.
Whisper sweet
Wait a
nothings.
second.
Now I've got to.
Oh, it's so...
He's going to be
So what do I
finished.
do? Do I just
No, it's
talk?
already doing it.
Hey, John.
Oh, no.
So it's vibrating to his voice.
What's going on?
It's
What's going
as
on?
though
What's
your
going on?
lips
What's going on?
are up against me. Oh. Give it back to Sadie, please.
How about this?
That's risky.
Is it? Oh, goodness.
What? What's going on? It's a banana. It's a banana. Well, you go over railroad tracks, her feet would come off the floorboard, some superstitious thing like that. You know what I mean? Wow. Or as we'd see a VW bug, she'd punch me in the shoulder. Punch buggy. Whatever. Punch buggy. Sometimes we see like a VW bug with its headlight out while we're going over railroad tracks. All hell's breaking loose up there. Spinning around, crashing my window, breaking everything. You ever been on a date where after a couple hours you find it nearly impossible not to say, "Somebody kill me"?
It was one of the fattest things I've ever done.
I ate a pie in a car.
By myself. The apple pie that we had, it was so thick and beautiful. I just ate it like a piece of pizza.
Wait a minute. So you ate a pie by cutting it into triangular pieces and eating it one by one?
Like
what a weirdo!
Like a pizza.
No, like without a fork is what I meant. You pick it up and you eat it like a piece of pizza. You dick.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Talking the NFL, talking NFC, AFC divisional championships, and the winners go to the Super Bowl this weekend.
Can you do that without me? I've got to go do something.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
I promise. I'm trying to find something. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
During the Lions win
Take your
over
headphones off.
the Tampa Bay, do you have to go to the bathroom? You were just in the bathroom.
I've never seen this before.
That's amazing. Anyway,
It's almost like he can
don't you leave my pop alone. This is about half vodka, by the way. You don't want to touch it. During the Lions win over Tampa Bay this past weekend, you know how things go viral, you know, in our internet world. It just happens, right? Well, there was a guy at Ford Field, and here is a picture of him.
Oh, he's got something stacked up. I can't tell what it is from here.
What are they?
It's a giant Subway sandwich. It's almost 4 foot tall.
Oh, my Lord.
And he was spotted in the stadium having the sandwich. Pat, can you see that?
I can see it now.
Okay.
It's like Shaggy and Scooby made it.
It's like for
He
you.
wasn't sharing? He's going to eat that all himself? Man.
This sandwich monstrosity, it says here, the Lions fan had it on his lap. As it turns out, the sandwich not only spectacular, but also, yes, very real, according to the Kalamazoo Gazette. And their reporter, Taylor D'Ormeau, initially photographed the sandwich. He did some investigating. The real answers to this, maybe that looks like imaginary sandwich. It's called the 50-yard line sub sandwich bar. It stacks almost 4 feet tall, meant to serve 10 to 12 people, and is available for $250 at the concession stand. And it's only served at halftime because it takes the entire first half to assemble the sandwich. No word on whether this fan actually consumed the entire sandwich, but it was caught during a photograph.
It's awesome.
And apparently, this gentleman
had to have shared, right?
Yeah, I hope not.
This gentleman is he's a season ticket holder. Although I'm losing his name now, but evidently he orders it at every Lions game.
Whoa!
I bet the people sitting around him love that.
Yeah, if he's sharing.
Yeah.
He's got to be sharing it.
You think? Oh, he has to. He can't.
I hope he sits there. I'm not sharing. Announces that he's never sharing.
And over again. And then this weekend, the Buffalo Bills adds to the team and their fans' dismay, playoffs and success for the team. Of course, they lost the Super Bowl four times in a row, and they keep losing to the Chiefs and/or the Bengals. Well, now this past weekend, their place kicker Tyler Bass had a 44-yard. Yes, Tyler Bass. He had a 44-yard attempt at a field goal, and it missed. It went wide right at Scott Norwood, missed in the Super Bowl against the Giants. Here's what it sounded like from Kevin Harlan, a real sports announcer.
Tyler Bass will try a 44-yard field goal to tie. The wind at his back. The snap is good. The ball put down. The kick is up and no good. Wide right. Wide right. Chiefs sideline.
Heartbreaking for the Bills.
Yes.
That is a sportscaster. Now, on the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
But that would be the same side of the coin if I've talked the way I didn't want to. Here's Jim Nantz. And some say he's in trouble with Buffalo Bills and their fans. Some are saying he jinxed the kicker during the broadcast. And here's what it sounded like. Here's Jim Nantz. He could have been a guy walking past the stadium looking for his car. But no, they put him in the broadcast booth and they said, hey, why don't you broadcast the game? Okay. Go ahead, Jim.
He has tremendous support in the building. If he has to make one for us.
He's talking about Tyler Bass and how everybody on the team is behind him.
Okay.
He has tremendous support in the building. If he has to make one for us, the game on the line, he will. 44 yards, Bass. No, he doesn't make it. Wide right. Wow. The two most dreaded words in Buffalo have surfaced again.
So Jim Nantz is in trouble with the Bills fans because they're saying Jim jinxed Tyler Bass and the Bills by saying how much everyone in the building was behind Tyler.
He has tremendous support in the building. If he has to make one for us, the game on the line, he will.
Thanks a lot, Jim.
He even says he will.
He will. Yeah.
Oh, well.
And here is, and I don't know if anybody knows this or not about our show, but Josh Arnold was a teacher in South Korea. Is that right?
Yes.
And what did you teach?
English.
Well, that's good. At least you didn't teach Korean.
No, right. No, I would have been terrible at that.
And they already know. Did you know any Korean?
I picked some up, yeah.
But you knew a Korean when you got there, right?
Yeah, I really did get to know one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, finally.
What was her name? What was her name?
Nam Hui.
It sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, here's the Korean broadcast of Tyler Bass missing the field goal. This is one of those things that's gone viral. People are losing their minds. Sit back and enjoy, won't you?
Okay.
그렇기 때문에 조시 앨런 선수가 오른쪽으로 나오면서 시간을 벌어봤지만 오픈된 리시버를 찾을 수 없었습니다. 44야드 거리입니다. 타일러 베스. 오른쪽으로 벗어났어요.
Yeah.
So are we allowed to laugh at that?
I know.
Why not?
Well, here's the good part.
Here's
the good part.
I couldn't believe it.
Remember, accents are no longer funny, remember?
Well,
that's a new rule.
Those aren't accents. That's their voice.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. I think.
What did you just say? That we're not allowed to laugh at what?
Accents.
Okay, I hope you get used to that. You're going to be hearing it.
That's what it's hilarious.
Yeah,
I mean they're shocked.
They're doing the same thing that everybody, all the announcers. They're talking about the situation.
Sure.
You hear them say Tyler Bass.
그렇기 때문에 조시 앨런 선수가 오른쪽으로 나오면서 시간을 벌어봤지만 오픈된 리시버를 찾을 수 없었습니다. 44야드 거리입니다. 타일러 베스.
Now, did you pick up any of that, Josh?
Just like the Imni-Das and the Seos. Those are all just sort of...
That was a department store, Seos.
yes, yeah. He was saying...
Your dollar goes farther at
Seos. When Tyler makes this kick, he's going to have a bonus to go spend at Seos.
Go to Seos.
Very good. And then can we hear Jim Nantz and his response? Is it much more measured? And
he missed the first one.
Oh, here's a broadcaster. This is Kevin Harlan. And the miss.
Tyler Bass will try a 44-yard field goal to tie.
This gives you chills, mister.
The wind at his back. The snap is good. The ball put down. The kick is up and no good. Wide right. Wide right. The Bills kicker missed a field goal. Wide right. Jubilation for the Chiefs sideline.
And now here's Jim Nantz. Jinxing Bills Mafia.
He has tremendous support in the building. If he has to make one for us, the game on the line, he will. 44 yards, Bass. No, he doesn't make it. Wide right. The two most dreaded words in Buffalo have surfaced again.
Why would he say he will?
I don't know.
I think he was quoting somebody on the team.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, no, he was saying that's the mood in the building.
He has tremendous support in the building. If he has to make one for us, the game on the line, he will.
Yeah, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But there's an old unwritten rule of you don't say stuff like that before somebody kicks a field goal.
Oh,
you
really?
just don't. Yeah, you just
I didn't
don't
know
do
that.
it. You don't do it. That plays into this.
You don't say he's hit 49 in a row.
Yeah, they bring that up a lot.
Or,
Well,
boy, we've got a no-hitter here.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing. Just shut up, man.
God.
Let it happen. But of course, Jim Nantz, not being a broadcaster, wouldn't know that.
Just
a guy at the grocery store.
All right, let's go.
Oh, you want me to come in and be on TV? Okay.
He's really afraid of Jim Nantz showing up.
He really is. I think I could beat up Jim Nantz. I'm almost certain of it.
You guys could be the...
I got a lot of anger.
This could like the undercard for
for Musk and Zuckerberg.
Musk and Zuckerberg and before McGee and Nance. I'm all in.
Okay, great.
Kick his
when we come back,
milk toast ass.
we found the thing that we were looking for, a little tribute to the Detroit Lions. In a way, and Jeff Daniels. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-86.
Did you get a lot I mean this in kind of an odd way. I would imagine you probably had a lot of guy groupies, but not like in a traditional group. You know what I mean? In other words, dudes coming up to you.
Rod McEwen.
Guys who want to party with them?
There's a reason why they call him Rod. Rod waited for us in Hawaii. We were on our way to Australia, and Rod heard we were coming to, stopping in Hawaii. He waited.
At the airport?
He missed it. Yeah, at the airport. He missed his flight to meet us because he thought we were one of them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because of the bits we did.
What I meant was, as Christy, in other words, you guys are like,
clean it up now.
I want to party with these guys.
Party with these guys.
I mean, I imagine that'd kind of be a buzz. Kind of be a burden though after a while.
Oh no, it was all, we just like, I don't think so, man.
We got a lot of bits from these parties. We went to one party very early in our career. I think it was in Rochester.
Yeah.
And this one guy brought he was a blues collector, and he brought his famous, never heard before, Lightning Hopkins disc. And he had it on the turntable. And very carefully put the needle on there. And he sat down with his eyes closed, and some party guy ripped it out. Threw it off, put another record on. So that was cool. That one. Remember that one? That's where we got Earache My Eye from. Hey, that's my record, man.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Meter-long homemade craft carried almost 800 kilos of cocaine in small packages about the size of bricks that were stamped with scorpions or Mexican flags. Last year, Colombia's Navy captured 10 narco subs. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Endless shrimp, that came in 2004. You had to eat about 100 shrimp to break them. It is endless. And they tested this in 2016. These two guys from Business Insider magazine took a trip to Red Lobster. They stayed there for 8 hours. They ate 305 shrimp. And they were not asked to leave. They were cheered on by the waitstaff.
Yeah. It's always been a lifelong goal of mine to be cheered on by a waitstaff.
Oh, yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom Radio 24/7.
Introducing Evasive, the cologne.
Is it a cologne for men?
Oh, yes, but not ordinary men.
Evasive.
Evasive. It's the cologne for congressmen.
What's it smell like?
It's a tantalizing aroma that tickles the senses.
Evasive.
Okay, but what's it smell like?
It's a blend of scents that brings out the man.
What's it smell like?
Evasive.
Evasive. It's a delicate taste of odors derived from the delicious mixture of fine fragrances.
All right, come on. What's it smell like? Is it a musk? Is it an aftershave?
Evasive.
Let me answer your question with another question, and that is, what's best for the American people?
What does that have to do with how it smells?
What is the definition of the word smell, anyway?
So you're not going to tell me what it smells like?
You keep asking me what it smells like. Well, I'm trying to answer you, but you won't let me.
My God, you still haven't answered me.
Evasive.
Evasive, the cologne for congressmen.
Evasive, the cologne for congressmen, bottled in Washington, D.C.
Evasive.
Evasive. When you want answers,
we've got questions.
Hey, this is Mike Birbiglia, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
I think the fetching the towel deserves a thank you. The one guy called in that. Yeah.
Tossing the towel to you?
Sure. That deserves a thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, but you don't want to do a thing where you come out with a hand towel and you go, oh, wait a minute, you probably want this one, and then you throw the
big wet towel. No, you don't.
Implying
What's something you were talking about earlier?
Stadium beers.
Your money shot you were saying was
it's like 24 ounces.
So I don't know if this is with age, but I don't really have what you'd call a money shot. Mine just kind of quietly leaves the party. It's more of a will you take a check shot?
Kind of just slip out the side door.
Just kind of moseys out.
That's my favorite joke of the year. Just kind of quietly leaves the party.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind. Jeez.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Tom sent you.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Present.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Get ready. We're going to have a song here any second, okay? Get ready. All right. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
He's the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and Tom Griswold is on assignment.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He's in the bathroom. He can't help it. It's hilarious.
Veritable sluicing, from what I understand.
All right. You don't need the details.
Real quick, Joel Embiid had 70 last night as the Sixers win.
What was the final score, may I ask?
133-123 over San Antonio. Karl Anthony Towns had 62, and his team, the Timberwolves, lose to Charlotte 128-125. The Titans have agreed to hire Bengals offensive coordinator Brian Callahan as their new head coach.
Should we put a microphone in the bathroom for you?
The Lions have agreed to deal with three-time Pro Bowl
that would be funny.
Tight end Zach Ertz.
Revenge of the sushimi.
And just like that, Lord, that's what's happened. And Coco Gauff.
Oh, that sounds good with
The
some nice brown gravy.
Future Jared Goff's wife. I don't know who Jared's married to now. I know he is, but she's going to have to step aside for Coco Gauff.
That's right.
And Coco wins at the Australian Open. And we were talking about the Bills missing a field goal wide right. Here's Jim Nantz jinxing the entire situation.
He has tremendous support in the building. If he has to make one for us, the game on the line, he will. 44 yards, Bass. No, he doesn't make it. Wide right. The two most dreaded words in Buffalo have surfaced again.
Did you hear what Tony Romo said, though?
Oh, no. He's down, Jim.
He's got the blues, Jim.
Oh, Jim. He's down.
Hard to face his teammates in the locker room.
Boy, that guy. I bet he deleted all his social media and everything.
The Korean broadcast.
그렇기 때문에 조시 앨런 선수가 오른쪽으로 나오면서 시간을 벌어봤지만 오픈된 리시버를 찾을 수 없었습니다. 44야드 거리입니다. 타일러 베스. 오른쪽으로 벗어났어요.
Is he saying something there at the end?
Yeah, of course.
I think it's language.
What do you think? He's just vocalizing? Me.
Yeah, Seo. Yeah, he is. Yes. Yeah.
It's amazing that that
different languages, man. It sounds just as silly to them.
Yeah, us talking right now sounds hilarious to them. There actually is something on the internet, something I've seen. If you didn't understand English, this is what it would sound like to you. Have you seen these?
No, I
videos?
haven't.
Oh, it's fascinating. It really is. Yeah, it's nuts, and it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah. There's no way I could learn. I want to learn another language.
Go for it. Josh, when you lived in South Korea.
Did you hear what he said? He looked at me, he didn't think about it, he just said, go for it.
Because it'll never happen.
Yeah, there
when you lived in South Korea, was American football popular?
No, it would not. No, I barely saw it. You have, if you went to certain areas, like in Seoul or whatever, you could go to where a lot of American military and stuff were. Yeah, you could see the games, but
expats.
So
some expats.
We'll see if it takes off then, huh? If the South Koreans start enjoying the game, obviously they're going to the time and trouble to broadcast it.
Sure, I mean there's an audience, but it's not big. It's much like I'm sure there's an American broadcaster broadcasting cricket somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something they enjoy in South Korea.
Okay. Now,
and here's Kevin Harlan just saying Victor Wembanyama just for fun. Here's what it sounds like.
Wembanyama! Oh, he does say it well. Wembanyama! Yeah.
Wembanyama! That is enthusiastic. That's very nice.
He's very good.
Now, there's a photograph circulating of Bob Seger and Jeff Daniels, two Michiganders.
Sure. Longtime Detroit Lions fans.
And Jeff has been in here a couple times with his guitar, besides being a very fine actor. He has a bunch of great songs. And I thought we'd just feature one in honor of the Detroit Lions. Although this song has nothing to do with football or with the Detroit Lions. But it's just kind of a little
Michigan
nod.
tie.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Here we go.
Let's see. Well, my cigarette got wasted in a black cracked ashtray, just burned away. Damn the dim lights in this hellhole bar. It's just another lonely end to another lonely day. 10 vodka gimlets later, now I'm having trouble trying to see. But in search of life, I'll scan the joint. No siree, Bob, just my gimlet and me. When then down the bar, I noticed that the last thing I am is alone. There appears to be, if I'm seeing right, a large amount of flesh surrounding very big bones. You can drink a shy girl crazy. You can drink till that good girl sins. You can even drink an ugly girl pretty. But you can't drink a fat girl thin. She sits there parked there like some semi, sucking back beer after beer after beer. Well, I know she must be human, 'cause I can hear her breathing from way down here. She's wearing size 12 penny loafers and a t-shirt that says Valvoline. There must be 500 pounds of woman inside the largest pair of Levi's I have ever seen. Well, you can drink a shy girl crazy. You can drink till that good girl sins. You can even drink an ugly girl pretty. But you can't drink a fat girl thin.
There you go. In honor of Detroit, Jeff Daniels and a little blues number. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. And once again, he was seen at the sideline with Bob Seger. A couple of guys enjoying a.
And if you are a Lion fan and you didn't see the intro that they played, that Jeff Daniels made, like a 2-minute video of long-suffering Lions fans, it's really great. And I've never been a Lions fan. I am an NFL fan. It was a wonderful little piece of video. So
all right,
check that out.
Now, what's coming up in sports?
Really bad world records, but as you pointed out, that happens to be the title of the segment. So there you go. We will not disappoint.
I think one of them is kind of cool.
No,
no,
couldn't be any more.
I'm not even sure which one you don't like.
You've got to be kidding me.
You don't like the one that's really complicated that involves the tubes and the. Okay, well, we'll find out what it is when we
I'll stick it in your ear right now. Here's the headline.
Okay.
Watch these bubblers.
Bubblers. Okay.
Bubblers. Create a tornado inside a soap bubble.
You ever seen those guys with the huge soap bubbles? And they can get inside them. And
oh, yeah, you're a fan of that.
Oh, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm. You like that? You like the plate spinners?
Oh, yeah, I love that. Yeah, bubble technology is amazing. Now, we'll get to that great story.
Aren't you feeling a little sick again? Don't you want to run off to the bathroom?
Plus, we have a brain surgery and a guy doing something. He has to stay awake during brain surgery. A gastroenterologist telling you how to avoid getting roids. Okay, and we have a school in America took the mirrors out of the bathrooms.
Yeah,
you'll find out why. And selling body parts, it's a thing.
What would you pay for a left arm?
Left arm?
You know, I'd give my left arm for a left arm. What would you pay?
And then what kind of music fans like? What kind of sex? You're going to be quite surprised.
Okay.
As to who likes what and what kind of music they want on when it's happening. But right now, I know, Josh, you like cheese.
Sure, who doesn't?
And you've been sampling for us and bringing in for a delightful little breakfast some Gardner's Wisconsin cheese. Tell me more.
I'd love to. Artisan meats, quality cheese, the freshest curds you've ever tasted. Well, I may as well just be saying Gardner's Wisconsin cheese and sausage. They've got all of that. And I'm talking fresh when I'm referring to those wonderful squeaky curds they have. They come in white cheddar and garlic dill flavor. They're made fresh in the morning and most often delivered to your doorstep in about 48 hours, and that's nationwide. Maybe you live way up in Maine. You may get those things in 48 hours. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese. They also have that amazing oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it. Grill it, scale it, air fry it, however you like. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor. Jalapeno. That's right. Ooey gooey spicy cheese. I'm telling you what, you serve that up at the football game, man, oh man, you're going to be the hero of the day. Jalapeno now available in their oven-baked bundle package, so you get to try all the flavors. A brand new limited time flavor of Gardner's Squeaky Fresh Cheese Curds has just come out. It's available right now, and it's only available through today. Today's the last day you can order this. Try Gardner's Honey Barbecue Cheese Curds. Man, oh man, you are going to really enjoy them. But get them now. They are only available through the rest of the day. Check out all of their flavors at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com. Try them out. I think you'll see the difference. I know when I first took my bite of some of that cheddar, I went, okay, I've been doing cheese wrong my whole life. This is where it's at. Cheese, always a great idea, especially during the playoff season. Right now, receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com. They really are terrific. Check them out. I really think you're going to like them a lot.
Delicious. Thank you very much, Josh. When we come back, a special visit to Base Talk.
Oh,
really? Very exciting. Yeah, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Larry Reeb, Uncle Larry. It's a sick world, and I'm a happy guy. And
Yeah,
Okay, can you introduce Carl?
Yeah, I'm Graber.
Yay!
And that's our bass player right over there. That's Carl.
I am Carl.
Yay! That leaves, of course, our drummer,
And I am Barry.
Nice. Hello, Barry.
It's so nice to see all of you again.
Hi, Barry.
We've been on a tour of the world for the last 15 years.
Well, that would explain. Now, how far have you gotten?
Well, we hit Lancaster, we hit Ocean. Okay, that was 98.
Intercourse?
Right? And let's see, then in 99, we took must have been over to Greenville, Ohio.
It's the electric Amish, and
Then in 2000.
Okay,
All right.
we don't need the whole world.
We have a limited amount of time here.
No.
You asked.
Don't leave anything out.
So, fellas, I know you've got a couple tunes for us.
As a matter of fact, we've been hearing rumors. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. We heard rumors that your own Christy Lee is dating an Amish fella.
That's
correct.
That is true.
She spends weekends churning butter and putting up barns.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. We've heard a lot of people bragging about dating Christy, but it turns out this one's actually true. He used to live up around us, and we heard the rumors, found out it's true, so we wrote a little song about the situation.
Oh boy.
With Brother Daniel.
Love to hear this.
People. Are you ready? All set, Graber. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's an Amish man who is in danger. He met a heathen blonde but couldn't change her. Her name is Christy Lee. It's obvious to me. Odds are they won't be in church tomorrow. Secret Amish man. Secret Amish man. They gave you a phone number and took away your beard. We all told him don't date fancy ladies. You're asking for a one-way trip to Hades. But she must have begged him please. Probably got down on her knees. And odds are neither one of them were praying. Secret Amish man. Secret Amish man. He's plugging in his tool now and stopped doing things by hand.
Making maple syrup on a Sunday. Then reading news with Bob and Tom the next day. She's straddling both worlds. She's a half-cocked Amish girl. Christy Lee keeps begging for it both ways. Christy's Amish man. Christy's Amish man. He's filling up her pie hole. She's polishing his wood.
Well, there you go.
That didn't Christy's Amish man.
Wow.
I think I'm flattered.
Sure, you should.
You know, that last phrase didn't rhyme. I don't know if you guys... it was really nice.
Ooh, hope he's listening.
Well, he's probably polishing his wood.
Probably building a barn.
They're a lot better than I remember.
The Electric Amish... We're speaking with comedian Jim Gaffigan. What else is your life? What are you into? Do you have hobbies? Do you like weird food? Are you a drug addict? Anything cool to talk about?
I love food. Food is my... Are you a drug addict? I'm very pale, but not a drug addict.
I'd like to be a drug addict just for a little while.
I love food. I even enjoy watching people make food. But you ever notice the Food Network is far more interesting when you're hungry You know, when you're full, you're kind of like, this is stupid. But when you're hungry, the Food Networks are like porn. You're like, oh, yeah. Whip it up, baby. Make it for me. I love eating late at night, too. You know, you're not supposed to eat late at night. And then again, you're not supposed to drink booze in the morning.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us. Now, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay. Must be.
I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that, are you kidding?
Yeah, no. I just showed it.
Impressive.
Yeah. They call it the Wonder Bra because when you take it off, the guy wonders where in the hell you're.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's just about that time. That's right. It's time for the Stupid World Records segment.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a big fan.
Big day?
You're the only one.
Didn't you invent this segment?
I don't think I did. Did I?
I think
Why
so.
is it? Never mind. I'm pretty sure. Never mind. Stupid World Record. A group of bubblers has broken the Guinness World Record for the largest soap bubble tornado. Gary Perlman, Blaze Rhines, and Dustin Sky achieved the record after creating a soap bubble tornado measuring 20.27 inches. A soap bubble tornado is a miniature tornado-like vortex created inside a soap bubble.
All right.
All right.
It's really cool.
The trio...
It's an upside-down tornado, even.
Oh.
The trio used a custom-designed structure consisting of a variety of acrylic tubes in assorted sizes to blow a
There you
giant
go.
bubble.
This is it?
Yeah, so there's this bubble the size of like a giant beach ball.
Yeah.
Then you can see that upside down tornado in there spinning around.
You can barely
a big clear
Kind
bubble.
of looks like a shadow.
Well, small little misty tornado.
Okay.
It's kind of fun. No?
So the one guy just decided I'm just wearing the white tee? Is that what he decided?
Well,
That's a good
big
look.
record day.
Big record day, you're going to have the big...
Put on the white tee.
It looks like it's a Ron John T-shirt there on that.
Kind of like a smoking trick. Maybe
Gotcha.
someone going to blow smoke rings or something.
You
This
were
is-
right in that sweet spot of kids who see somebody smoking and they blow a smoke ring and you think it was cool.
I still think it's cool.
Really?
I've never been able to. I can't do that.
Yeah, I always get real impressed.
Well, this is a very elaborate. Maybe some vaping guy can make a tornado on his. Well, I thought it was kind of fun, apparently, but now on a
They added fog to the bubble with a fog machine and then used a straw to blow air in one side of the bubble to create a vortex and then pop the membrane between the fog and the clear bubble, allowing the fog to rest at the bottom of the bubble. This sounds like it's technology aided. It doesn't sound at all like...
Oh, it's like a cool experiment. It's fun. Now,
Okay.
on a different note, before we get to our other world record, I promised I would feature this. We have a story coming up about someone who, a couple that is accused of stealing body parts
Yeah.
from the Harvard Medical School,
Right.
and it's pretty grim. But
Do you want to do it?
well, no, not because I want to. When I was researching that, I came upon this. This came out of a Denver 7 TV station. 5 nurses at the Denver Health Medical Center were suspended for 3 weeks after they inappropriately viewed a deceased patient's body, specifically viewing and talking about his large genitals.
Oh.
The nurses allegedly admired the size of the deceased patient's genitals, and at one point opened a body bag to view parts of the body.
I see.
According to the Denver police, multiple staff members viewed the victim while he was...
Okay. You don't think this happens all the time?
well, they were somehow caught. So, give me a ruler, stat.
Anything that allows those folks to blow off a little steam
Right?
with what they do.
Yeah, I agree,
Yeah,
Josh. I mean, it's...
So, in any event, that reminded me of an episode of the famous show Bass Talk. Let's just give this a quick listen, and then we'll get back to the story. It's the Bass Talk show with Mark Christopher Roman on the bass.
Yes.
Marcus, how are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Well, this bass player, he was having trouble finding a gig.
What a surprise.
Yeah. So he decides to take a part-time job in a funeral home.
Uh-oh.
So
Okay.
he's working with a funeral director, and they're late one night, and a local guy named Stanley Smith had just died. And he's there on the table in front of him, and they're just amazed at this guy's certain body part.
Oh.
It's incredible. It's astounding, actually. It's bigger than any porno stars you've ever seen.
Wow.
So between the two of them, they decide this has to be saved for posterity. So they remove the body part. And they, well, who would know, right?
Right.
So they remove it and they stick it in this great big glass jar with formaldehyde. Well, the bass player decides he's going to take it home and show his wife. So he takes it home and he sets it on the table. He says, honey, come in here. You got to see this thing that I just brought back from the funeral home.
Yeah.
So she comes in and she takes one look at the jar and she goes, oh my gosh, Stanley Smith is dead?
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the classics. Thank you, Mark Christopher Rorman. The show is known as Bass Talk.
Bass Talk.
That's a classic. Now, once again, we have this patient who was deceased at the hospital in Denver.
Being admired.
The nurses, yeah. So
You'd probably be proud of it.
his name's Hugh Johnson.
Well, that's a little on the nose, isn't it?
Oh, maybe that wasn't really.
Maybe you made that up.
Obviously a shower as opposed to a grower.
Yeah, obviously.
Even in death.
Well, there is something called angel lust.
Right. You get erected when
you die.
And it stays.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes. Why would I make that up?
Okay, well.
Strong like bull.
Yeah, it doesn't go into any more detail, but
go all night like lumberjack.
So I don't know if they were able to get the casket closed or not on this guy. In any event, it's time to return to the sports page with Chick McGee.
Stupid world record. Okay, a runner has been disqualified from a marathon after chain smoking during the race.
Why?
Yeah, I'd say.
I don't get it.
If I were another runner, I'd be like, let him.
Yeah, I'd be like, God, look at that guy.
When doing that?
Jeez.
According to Running Magazine, the runner known as
Running Magazine.
Uncle Chen, the smoking brother, it says here.
Okay.
Participated in the 2024 Xiamen Marathon. Despite finishing the race in 3 hours, 33 minutes, he was disqualified for chain smoking throughout the entire marathon.
Maybe the secondhand smoke was bothering the runners behind him.
Race organizers said Chen was
They need to run
disqualified
faster then.
based on a violation, Article 2.12 of the Marathon Rules, which states, quote, uncivilized behavior from runners such as open defecation, smoking, or trampling on flower beds.
Yes.
Or open defecation into a flower bed while smoking.
I did like, though, that every minute or so he would yell, look at me, I'm a choo-choo, and blow out the smoke.
Where did he carry his smokes in his lighter?
I'm not kidding. I guess in a pocket. Maybe he kept him with his oxygen tank he was towing.
Jeez, that's amazing.
No kidding.
Isn't that funny?
3 hours and 36-minute marathon?
Not too bad.
No, not too bad at all.
Yeah, this guy apparently has done this before.
He likes smoking.
And
I guess.
Very popular in China. The smoking. Yeah,
yes.
I think, isn't it the most per capita, largest smoking place in the world? In any event, I thought that was kind of fun. What else have you got over there?
I've got this, finally. Stupid world record. A 91-year-old Italian woman has broken a running record in her age group.
I have.
Emma Maria Mazenga.
See.
Ran 200 meters in 54.47 seconds.
Wow.
Shattering the previous world record by 5 seconds.
And her hips. Shattered both.
According to Running Magazine, the former 200-meter indoor record for the women's 90-plus category stood for 13 years.
Did you get a copy of Running Magazine yesterday?
I thought these were two fascinating stories from Running Magazine. You don't
Running Magazine.
You don't normally look at Running Magazine, do you?
You know, it's a slow news day, Christy. When chick walks in and goes, not a lot of sports, I go, well, let's get out the Running Magazine.
Magazine. Let's see. She breaks Canadian Masters legend Olga Kotelko's record in 2014 at the age of 90. Kotelko died in 2014 at the age of 95.
I see.
She held over 30 world records and won more than 750 gold medals in the Masters competition.
Olga's death was written about in Burial magazine.
The 91-year-old woman set a record at 54.47 seconds. Oh, by the way, Usain Bolt of Jamaica, 200 meters, 19.19 seconds is what he runs it in. Yeah.
He's a much younger man.
Can you imagine? 1990.
No. I wonder how that feels to go that fast.
It's like 25 miles an hour.
To go, I want to go over there. I'm there.
Boom. You know, that's what they do now during the NFL season. You'll see things like, this running back just reached the fastest speed for a player this season. And I forget who it was. It was like Devon Achane of the Dolphins. He runs almost 25 miles an hour.
Jeez.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah. And who's the wide receiver? I'm blanking on his name. Wide receiver for the Seahawks. Metcalf. DK Metcalf? Yeah, he was the fastest. And he's like 6'5" and 240. He ran 25 miles an hour. Yeah.
Well, this lady's somewhat more frail. If you see the photograph, or the one that has the world record now.
Oh, I bet.
91, of course.
Well, but she's running almost a minute slower.
But good for her.
Yeah.
Get that heavy sports bra to keep her boobs from hitting the ground.
Oh.
Yes.
Ever make a comfortable sports bra?
They're not comfortable? They look like they're comfortable.
You know what's
Just thinking that.
You know it's not comfortable? Pulling them over your head.
Oh.
If there was a way to not have to.
You mean the bra?
Yes. Yeah, I pull my boobs over my head, Tom.
It's a nice party
What's wrong with you?
That is a hell of a trick. All right, everybody.
Do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble? Do
Want to see my nipples? Want to see my nipples touch behind my neck?
Can you tie him in a knot? Can you tie him in a bow?
Go. I'm sorry. Is that sports?
Yes. Shouldn't it be?
Thanks.
I think so. I'm so sorry.
That's all I have.
Rocky, this is what you farted for.
There we go. Whatever you do, always be a good sport, Christy.
Well, let's finally get to this. A gastroenterologist warns that using your phone on the toilet could lead to hemorrhoids.
Well, of course. He's spending more time. Everything's
course.
hanging out.
This is
Of course.
Dr. Joseph Salab.
And by the way, before I get done with this study, I'd like to apologize for the state of my living.
Dr. Slob.
Dr.
Slob.
What is this, French onion dip?
That was from a week ago. Delicious.
Dr. Slob.
Salab. Dr. Salab referenced a report from a person.
Which is it?
S-A-L-H-A-B, Salab.
Yeah, it's Salab.
Referenced a report from a person who explained her mother recently had hemorrhoid surgery after having trouble going to the bathroom and spending as much as 30 minutes on the toilet. Dr. Salab agreed that straining and prolonging sitting when you are trying to use the restroom puts you at risk for developing hemorrhoids.
Oh, yeah.
He suggests limiting phone use when going to the bathroom to avoid sitting there too long.
Well, that'll make Wordle and connections easier. That's what I say. You ever sit down and go, I'm not getting up till I get this Wordle?
No. I try not to take my phone out.
You don't?
I used to, and then I went, what am I doing? And I try not to anymore.
Anybody use the squatty potty?
I used to.
Yeah, that helps.
That's the thing that raises your feet or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're in a more natural, almost like crouched position.
I lost mine in a move. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah, how do you lose a squatty potty?
Somebody really
Maybe
wanted it, was too embarrassed to
Do
buy one.
people buy those used?
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not, I almost said a bad word, on the actual potty stool.
Still, I think there are certain things you just,
yeah.
They say never buy a vacuum cleaner used. You never know what's in there, but a squatty potty, you never know what kind of
All right.
if it's foul DNA.
Beshattered.
Yeah, thank you.
You can clean them.
You would think that hemorrhoid surgery would be one of the more painful ones to recover from.
Yeah. Can't sit down.
I just worked up. I just looked up in Painful Surgery magazine.
Yeah.
Yes.
The top. Let's see. Can I do what is
five?
I
know what they are.
Oh,
really?
I know what top one is.
What's the top
That's
one?
That's a heel surgery.
You do hear that.
Fasciitis or
My
whatever
God, he knows. Open surgery on the heel bone.
Yeah.
That is the most painful recovery.
Really?
That's that. And hemorrhoid's not even in here.
It's not?
Spinal fusion.
There you go.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
I knew that.
That's number 2.
Yeah.
That's like
should be number one.
You know who does that? Is Tom will get this. Hopefully they'll make him laugh. Jeff Lorber, Dr. Lorber does.
Jeff Lorber's Fusion. It's a smooth jazz album from 30 years ago.
Myomectomy is number 3. That's removing fibroids from the uterus.
Oh, me, oh, my.
I know when I had that surgery, it was horribly painful.
When they do the roid surgery, they sew you up back there?
That's a good.
And
I thought they just rubber banded them off.
Trim
at number 4,
off the grapes.
most painful surgery, proctoloctonectomy. Proctocoloc.
That's backdoor stuff?
Proctocoloc. This, you remove the large intestine, rectum, and anal canal.
Yikes.
Along the old anal canal.
That's the bag surgery, isn't it?
Oh, you may end up with one,
Yeah.
Oh, yikes. Where are we discussing this?
And number 5 is complex spinal reconstruction, because sometimes they put it back together upside down.
What magazine does this come from?
Runner.
Surgery, painful surgeries.
Okay. Painful surgery.
It's in September issue.
Now, the point of this article is you're not supposed to spend too much time on the toilet or you might get roids.
Right.
Now, Chick, did you used to have a Game Boy in the toilet? Wasn't that?
I have a PSP I enjoy very much.
You do?
It's a PlayStation Portable.
Yeah.
And I have a game called Lumines, Lumines. It's like Tetris on steroids.
Now, do you linger if the game is interesting, even if you're done?
I was speaking.
Yeah, but, I mean,
I get excited about this. No, I have sat there and thought, I need to wrap this up. Yeah.
Because once you get going in the game.
But I don't have hemorrhoids. Honestly, I don't.
But it's the same it's the same principle as when you're driving in your car and you've got like a really good book on tape, audio book, and you just miss the exit.
Yeah.
It's a very similar situation.
I don't think I think that happens to you more than most people. I think you miss exits a lot. I've been on the phone with you, and you've missed an exit.
So distracting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he blames me for it.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's happened. Oh, yeah.
What is Josh, do you keep like the Lord of the Rings trilogy in the men's room? Or
no, I don't. I don't keep anything in the.
Let me ask you this, Josh: if they had X-rated Lord of the Rings, would you?
There must be.
There's got to be.
The brothers Karamazov.
What?
That's some Dostoevsky porn right there.
How about the Whore of the Rings? How about that?
Is she eating a pizza?
She has it hanging from her.
Come here, Blodo.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Now, coming up, we have baby names that are going out of fashion.
She called me baby.
But I'm guessing right now the names Alexa, Siri, and Karen are probably all going away.
My poor buddy, his daughter's name is just not in fashion anymore at all.
What is it?
Coronavirus.
Middle name's Virus.
Born in 2018. When it was.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
Okay. How's her brother Adolf doing? And does that one still?
You don't hear. You really don't hear about
Baby Adolf.
Is it popular in Germany?
We
at all?
actually had a story. Remember, we had a story where somebody did that.
With an Adolf?
Their kid Adolf. Yep.
Boy. Ruined a lot of things.
Yeah.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules.
When we decided to do this, I said, Tom, we should do a Tim Wilson song. And this is really hard. I practiced and man, I sucked. You just can't do a Tim Wilson song. So I took liberties with some of Timmy's songs and whipped a song together in honor of Tim. Help me get through this, folks. Can you hear that? Yeah. That's too bad. He really loved his trailer park woman. Didn't didn't care much for Dr. Phil. I'm sure he started the church league fist fight. And his ass got tired of Shaquille O'Neal. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would say. Now he's sporting wings. And he taught Jesus Christ the booty song. We all thought he'd go to Chuck E. Cheese hell. With George Bush, George Strait, George Patton, and George Orwell. A hillbilly homeboy, I could be wrong. But I know he's tired of me singing this song. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he asked Jesus Christ to join his band. They're singing Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye, Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye.
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines.
Weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian, but I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life. So when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut. I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. And cut. When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut. All right, let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. In fact, you're happy to see me. Let's try a topless. Action.
Another actor who wants to direct.
We'll be using that one.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. If you're not, you're a communist.
We're going to hook up with comedian Eddie Brill. Eddie is, among other things, friends with our friend Bill Sheft. I believe.
Oh, yeah. Eddie, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I am friends with Bill Sheft. He's the guy who got me the gig at the Letterman show.
Oh, is that right? How many times have you booked yourself on the Letterman show?
I've done the show 8 times. I've booked myself 5.
Look, fellas, I looked everywhere, and the best comedian available is, hey, it's me!
Eddie Brill is our guest. Eddie, do you have a go-to joke when you get in front of one of these Letterman crowds for a warm-up and you think, okay, I'm going to pull out this one. This always is like a test joke. If this doesn't work, I'm done.
Sort of. There's this thing, and I don't know who sponsors you, but I'll tell you, it's a Disney joke.
Mm-hmm.
So And, we're near Times Square, and New York Times Square has really changed over the years. So I will go to this joke about how it's weird that they got rid of the hookers and then they put the Disney store there, and then they're bigger whores than we had before. $2 for a sweatshirt, you're getting screwed. So that's always the...
Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Tom, tell us about your life. You married, single? What's going on?
Married, very happily married. I got a friend going through a midlife crisis. You know anyone like that?
Oh, yeah.
And he's asking me what he should do.
Oh, yeah.
And I keep telling him cheating is like growing pot.
Like growing pot?
You can do it and get away with it, but you can't ever tell anyone.
Ever. Anybody.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
All of them coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. People are still talking. Actually, I'm bringing it to Tom's attention. People are losing their minds on the internet about this fabulous world record about bubbles and upside down tornadoes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun.
Unbelievable.
Science experiment.
Give us more, they want.
I see. Now, coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Dusty Slay. Dusty is a great comedian. He's got a Netflix special called Working Man. We'll look forward to talking to Dusty in about 15 minutes.
They call me the Working Man.
In the meantime, we visit with Christy Lee.
Let's just play Rush, huh?
Let's not.
Well, favorite Rush song's got to be Tom Sawyer. I mean, it begins and ends there.
Is that your favorite?
Everything else is too complicated for me. I can't follow it. Even the Working Man, the spirit of radio is all right, but then you've got to talk to a salesman, and I don't want them in a song.
Right.
What about the trees? You like their...
I hate the trees. Hate them.
Wonderful allegory of society.
Have you ever seen Rush live?
I have not. It's too complicated. I can't imagine.
It's only 3 guys, but man, it's a mess.
Oh, it's a mess. It's got to be a mess.
And guys, Christy, I know what you're going to say.
I think I was one of the only women there. Girls in the whole audience.
You know my story.
Rush?
Yeah, Rush.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Lifeson and everything, right?
Yeah, the guy stood up in front of me the whole time screaming, Lifeson is God.
That's a bummer.
Fine guitar player.
Well, arguably, he is. But
yeah, certainly. Yeah, he can
sure,
play.
But
and that was where the guy next to me, we got talking, and he had a big toe for a thumb.
Oh, Jesus. I remember this.
Remember this?
Yeah.
So hang on a second. Hang on. Just so you go to a Rush concert.
Yeah, uh-huh.
There's a guy in front of you screaming,
next to me.
God.
Oh, no, that didn't start till the show started. Prior to the show, I was just chatting with this gent, and I noticed he had a rather...
How did it come up that he had a toe for a thumb?
He's got a rather unusual-looking hand.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it.
I mentioned it to him.
And you mentioned it.
Well, you have a weird...
Hey, what's the deal with your hand?
Did you really say that?
Yeah, he'd been in an accident, and these genius physicians, they took the apparatus, whatever you want to call it, from the foot, so he would have an opposable digit, and they put his thumb, his big toe where his thumb was.
Mm-hmm. How about that?
How about that?
I mean, it's a miracle. It's amazing.
Chick, I think you'd have fun in a Rush concert.
So, was he wearing sandals?
It doesn't sound like it was a job well done.
Not if you notice.
There was a guy.
Christy's asking a very fair question. I don't recall. I don't think so.
Okay.
There was a guy who I met along the way, it's quite a while ago now, that he worked at another radio station, and he insisted on wearing sandals all the time, which is fine, but he was missing the big toe on his left foot. And
How'd they stay on?
It was on display. Well, he had one of those.
Yeah, they weren't thongs.
Yeah, they were not. The straps didn't go through his toes, but he insisted on displaying his toeless foot.
How did he lose the toe?
Ridiculous.
I didn't ask. It was none of my business. That's the way I act.
Yes.
If I'm sitting at a Rush concert and someone has, how did you refer to it?
An unusual-looking hand.
I keep it to myself. I don't say, hey, what's the deal? Your face looks like it it got hit with a lawnmower. Well, interesting you bring that up. It did get hit with a lawnmower.
You could have gotten punched in your face by that weird toe-fisted hand.
Then where would you be?
None of your damn business, man.
And then once the concert started, then the guy stood up the whole show. He's screaming, "Life's in his God."
Oh, man. That was ruining the show.
I know, it was still a very good show. Just the whole time, screaming it out.
Yeah, it sounds to me that sounds like it's ruining the show.
High, probably.
Is that one of the best shows you've ever been to?
That one, no, but I have seen Rustin a bit. It was a very good show.
Best show I ever saw. Thanks for asking. It was Pearl Jam, and it just so happened it was the same night where President Clinton at the time came out and made his big speech that, let me tell you something. I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. I'm going to get back to running the country but I want to tell you this. I did not have sex with that woman. And Eddie read the transcript of what Clinton said. He read it on stage during the concert.
Really?
That's odd.
It was so Eddie. You don't like Pearl Jam, so shut
That's not true at all. I love
Even Flow. They're selling that to a tampon company.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
you know what?
Flow.
There's good money there. And
Listen, leaving money on the table by not selling it.
That's right. Okay. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Dusty Slay.
We'll ask him.
Tom
It's
Sawyer.
Totham Man.
Monday warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride.
See, what the hell does that mean? I'm confused already. I love it, but I'm confused.
Today's Tom Sawyer.
And I'm back in high school driving around. Thanks. Yeah.
Got a little awkward. This song gets awkward when he introduces his friend Jim.
Hey. Okay, that one didn't get a lot of radio play.
In my buddy Tom's defense, he did bite his lip before he said that and gave it a second thought, but went ahead anyway. That's what happened.
You have to find one of the original pressings.
He's going to paint your fence.
And people are
But
so
what does
sensitive.
that mean? Today's Tom's mean. Yeah, what does it mean?
It's amazing.
Monday war. What?
Just some guy walking around. And he's like Tom Sawyer. He's exploring.
It means whatever you want it to mean.
He's conning people into doing
out for the country. I forget. It's been
he's
a while.
conning people into doing a job that he wanted to do. Yeah, well, you would paint this fence much better.
Modern
than I
day
do.
warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride.
Well, that's clear as mud. Hang on, Ace
Yeah.
has something. Yeah.
He has a new book out. Maybe it's in there.
Oh.
Who?
Getty Lee.
Oh, Getty Lee. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll certainly look forward to that. Right now, we have time to squeeze in a quick story. Christy, what do you got?
Well, speaking of music, a musician played guitar while undergoing surgery on his brain. WSVN.
Wait a minute. What happened?
He had surgery on his brain and played guitar.
You know how they can't believe it.
WSVN
Channels, I want to say 7 in Nashville.
reports Mr. Christian Nolan underwent an awake craniotomy at the University of Miami.
Sounds like something Mo would threaten Larry with. I'm going to give you a craniotomy.
University of Miami Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center. When physicians, nurses, and techs worked to remove a tumor from his brain, Nolan was awake and playing a number of songs by the Deftones and System of a Down on his guitar.
Oh, good choices.
Dr. Ricardo Kumotar.
Hey, Dr. Ricardo.
A neurosurgeon and director of the University of Miami's brain tumor program explained, quote, having the patient awake playing guitar while we take out the tumor allows us to be as aggressive as possible, yet still maintain his quality of life and his manual dexterity.
Did they do requests? Hey, I think things aren't going so. You might want to play Stairway to Heaven.
If they hit the wrong thing, does he stop playing?
That's why they have them.
That's how they know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder if they draw. I wonder if they only allow guitar. I mean,
No, they play violin. I saw a violin guy.
How about bagpipes?
Oh.
No? Accordion? You're going to die.
Hey, wait a minute. Let me tag
We're going to
this.
take a break. We're going to
Okay.
come back with comedian Dusty Slay. This is the
fine.
Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
My wife listens to ASMR. I don't know if you guys know what ASMR is or stands for. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And I don't know what that is either. It means whispering. That's all that is. Bob Ross, he's whispering, and he paints on the canvas, and it's all scratchy, and he takes the paintbrush and dips it into the water and hits it on the easel to beat the devil out of it. And then sometimes Bob would have his squirrel in studio, and the squirrel would be like, that's ASMR. I'm home from school, 3rd grade, just being like, I don't know why I'm so relaxed. But Bob, you're doing it right today. That's what my wife listens to every single night. Her favorite lady, she's got 3-inch fingernails, and this Wolverine woman is always just click-clacking on things with their fingernails, typing on a keyboard, and out of nowhere she'll be like, I'm gonna eat a big pickle. And I'm like, I'm about to fall asleep right now. Turn this off, I'm driving.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it type 2 peanut goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
This woman is listening to the Bob and Tom Morning Show on Q95.
That's disgusting. Why, nothing could be worse than that. Well, I stand corrected.
The Bob and Tom Morning Show on Q95. Get up and get it on.
Interview. Are you comfortable, sir?
Yes. Thank you, Phil.
Didn't have any problems finding the studio, did you?
No problems at all, Phil.
Good. So, are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
This has been 3 Questions With. Join us next week for 3 Questions with Osama Bin Laden. That's it.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
The S word is like my favorite word. I'm starting to see it pop up on TV, and I really wish it wouldn't. Like Spike TV is starting to say the S word.
Oh, really?
A lot, yeah. But this is I took note one day. I'm like, we use the S word all the time. I don't think you probably use like a dozen times a day and don't even realize it. Think about it. The S. Sometimes you really have to take one. Other times you couldn't give two.
Right.
It could be tough, little, or even holy. You might be full of it, talk a lot of it. You might even have it for brains. It comes in piles, loads, crocks, and big worthless sacks. you're really drunk, your face might be covered with it. Someone may compare your car to a piece of it. Someone may ask you to eat some and then die. You make a bad business deal, it comes on the end of a stick. What a treat. But hang on to that stick because it might help you paddle up the creek that's named after it. If you're really angry, you might kick it out of somebody. At the very least, scare it out of them. And if you do that, it might come out in the form of a brick. You might get caught in a storm of it, especially if it just hit the fan. The weather outside could be cold as it. A lot of girls I've met are hotter than it. I know a guy who has it for a last name, but I won't bother mentioning him because most people don't know Jack. So, it happens frequently. That's all I'm trying to say. Hey, I get a horn. Awesome.
Mario DiGiorgio. Dave Cooperman is here with us.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm great. Good.
Dave, a young guy, young
alive.
comedian, good-looking guy, married man, I understand.
I am.
How's that going?
Right now, we're working on having kids and stuff. And,
Cool.
But we're having some trouble, and she's blaming me because she's not getting pregnant. And I'm like, honey, you realize we actually have to have sex, okay? Screwing with my head will not make you pregnant. How many times I got beat the point home? So we're thinking about, we're talking about kids. Even naming the kid is a challenge if we have one. I want my kid to know he's both Jewish and Chinese. The best I've come up with so far is cha-ching. Maybe a lump sum.
You don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead.
Bones.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee.
And real quick, regarding the Steven Singer Jewelers, Malibu Pink now available in Steven Singer Jewelers 24-karat gold roses, the #1 gift for Valentine's Day, exclusively and only available at IHateStevenSinger.com.
All right.
I'm Chick. Here's Tom with our special guest.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
There he is. We're talking to comedian Dusty Slay. And Dusty, I recognize you right away. You got a full beard, though. The stash is your trademark. You got the you're going kind of for the Jesus if he had glasses and a cap on look.
Well, I can't be rolling around out here beardless. I don't need people seeing this chin,
I see.
Great to see you, Dusty.
Yeah.
Great to see you. I'm pumped to be here.
Dusty Slay is a great comedian, and he's got a Netflix special that, as they say, was just dropped. I'll speak English. It was just released.
Yes.
You can see Workin' Man, which got us talking about the band Rush, Dusty, when we heard the phrase Workin' Man.
Well, I'm a little bit of a fan, and someone said that I might get a call from them about some copyright thing with the name, and I said, I'd love to talk to them.
Let's do it.
Well, you've got a tour going, and Geddy Lee has a book coming out, so we're even. Dusty has an interesting background. You were a working man there for a while. You had some real jobs. Weren't you a waiter for a long time?
Oh, yeah. Well, I worked a lot. My dad thinks I'm still in high school. I don't think he thinks I've ever worked a day in my life. He goes, what's this working man thing you're talking about? But, yeah, I waited tables. I used to work in Charleston, South Carolina at a restaurant called Hyman's, which is located on the same block as a restaurant called Sticky Fingers. And, I'm not making that up, just telling you where it is.
I remember that.
It's a seafood place. Hyman's a beautiful seafood place.
We've been there, too.
It's great. It is great.
Yeah.
And you were a waiter there. Were you a good waiter?
I think I was pretty good. I had a little bit of an attitude problem towards the end, but I think I was good, People would come in there and they would ask for weird things. They'd be like, they'd be like, you know what? I haven't done this joke in a long time, and I even forgot the joke.
That's okay.
They're like, these jokes are not on the special. I didn't forget any. They're like, what's a good wine with the fried catfish? And I'm like, I don't know, a Budweiser.
There we go.
It's a hot joke. It's a hot joke.
Dusty, you have done a number of the late night shows. Do you remember what was the first one you did? Do you remember?
Very first late night I did Jimmy Kimmel, And I never tell people to go watch that one. I feel like that one was not that good. The jokes are great, but I don't know how to prepare for a late night at that point. But my first Tonight Show, very good.
Oh, cool. Well, let me ask you this. Since you've said that the Kimmel event did not go well, why don't you share? What was the first joke you did on it? Do you remember?
Well, I did a joke, trailer park joke. I said, I grew up in a trailer park. We had a lot of fun, but I'm not sure why they call it a park. You know, there were no rides in there, no water slides. We had like an occasional slip and slide or like an old tarp with some Dawn dish detergent. We put our slip and slide over a tree root one time because we was going to jump it. And that's not how that works at all.
I like that very much.
I hit that tree root. I just got up and got a job, you know?
Now, Dusty, to go back to when you were a waiter, which is not in the special, by the way, which is on Netflix called Working Man. Did you have long hair and a stash and everything then?
The second time around, yeah, I had to pull it back, so I looked real clean. But I did have, well, I don't know, I had long hair at one point, yeah. I mean, and I also just had slick back hair at one point. I've had a lot of looks. I've stuck with this one for a long time, but I've had a lot of looks.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's very much 70s era rock star, long hair.
I'm going for a real Bob Seger look out here.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Bob in '76 maybe.
Right, not Bob now. I want more people to call me Bob Seger instead of Wayne's World or. Some people call me, they say I look like a Walmart Billy Ray Cyrus.
I'm sure they mean well.
I know. I didn't know you could get more Walmart than Billy Ray Cyrus.
Dusty Slay is our guest. And once again, Dusty's new special is on Netflix, and it's called Working Man. And Dusty, also, you are on tour. You're going to be here and there. And when you stop in South Carolina, do you go back to Hyman's? And if you do, what do you get?
I love Hyman's. You know, I worked there 2 times. The family propped me up for a long time, and I like the crispy flounder. I mean, that's where you get the whole fish. You know, it's delicious. I haven't been there in a long time, so I don't know what the menu is.
Yeah, we're heading down there soon. I'm going down there with my family, and I want to know what to get. So I'll get the crispy flounder on your recommend. If I drop your name, will they be more attentive?
Well, I always tell people to ask for Eli and tell him that I sent them. I don't know if he's sick of that yet, but I always say that. I go, because I love Hyman's. I think it's great. And Eli told me a long time ago, he said, if you ever get famous, just mention Hyman's. Even if you make fun of us, just mention it. So That's what I've been doing since then.
Okay. By the way, speaking of Charleston, you're going to be in Charleston, West Virginia, coming up on April 12th. Lots of stops in the near future, including this week, Huntsville, Alabama, and then you're going to be in Indy, New Orleans, Lincoln, Iowa City, Atlanta. Lots of spots. Louisville coming up on April 19th. And Fargo, North Dakota in June. They're keeping you busy. Now, tell us a little about your personal life. How are things going in your world?
Well, it's going great. I have 2 kids now.
Wow.
And I mean, you know, it's like one day you have no kids and then all of a sudden you have 2 and you're like, this is happening quick. It's great. I love having kids, you know, and I'm in my 40s now, and I remember when my dad turned 40, it was a big deal. You know, we were like, dang, this guy's old. Like there was a sign in our yard that said, Lordy, Lordy, Richard's 40. We were like, dang, this guy's about to die, I guess, you know? He's so old, the neighborhood's talking about it.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about your special, which is, as you mentioned, on Netflix. And where did you film it?
I filmed in Knoxville, Tennessee. You know, throughout my whole career, I do comedy in the South and the Midwest. And then the moment I need to film something, I end up going to New York City or L.A., where I hardly ever do comedy. So when I got to film my own thing, I was like, let's do it in the South. And I did the Bijou Theater. It's great. I love the way the special looks, the way it sounds. I'm happy with the jokes. I think it's very good. And I, you know, to be honest, I would say that even if it wasn't good,
Sure.
but it is good.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Now, did you film just one show or more than one?
I did 2 shows.
And that is the result that we see, is it the two cut together, and are you wearing the same clothes?
Well, that would be funny. I think I should do a special.
What a great
sometime where I'm
question.
wearing different clothes.
Yeah.
That would be good.
No, I'm
In the
asking.
middle of a joke, his
No, because
shirt changes.
when we filmed our Comedy Central special, one of the comedians' armpits were so bad in the second show they couldn't cut between the two because it was so obvious.
Oh, I love that.
Did you get
Well,
did you get pitted out? Is my question.
No, and I actually bought two of the exact same shirt. So if that happened, I'd be ready to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is cut between two, but both shows went great. So I could have used any show, but I thought, hey, this is my opportunity to give the best possible show I can give. So I'm watching it and I'm like, I want this joke from this one, this joke from this one. It's hot, and
Okay,
I feel
good.
very good. I got a lot of,
Well, we have 50 seconds to continue our chat with Dusty Slade. Dusty, can you give me one just sample of what we're going to see when we watch the special?
Well, it's called Working Man. I used to sell pesticides for a living. I sold to different retail stores out here, and people would come in and they would ask weird questions. They'd be like, I'm looking for something organic. I'd like to kill the insects, but not harm the environment. And I'm like, well, how about a shoe?
Yes.
Dusty, that's great. Well, I'm glad you're doing so well. We've known you since the early days, and you're just a nice guy, and that's really important. And you can find out more about Dusty with Nate Bargatze on the Nateland podcast, and you can see the Netflix special. And in 3 seconds, Dusty, we hope to see you soon in person, okay?
Well, thank you very much. I always appreciate you guys having me on. You guys are great. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks
Dusty.
so much, Dusty. God, he's funny. He's just a natural. He's such a nice guy.
And one of the best working today. Just so
Hey,
good.
now let me ask you something. You record 2 different stand-up shows, Josh.
Yeah.
Now, do you have to wear the same clothes in both?
I didn't have to because I just did audio.
No, because Dusty's going to get the same dumbass questions from everybody else who's doing a bunch of interviews today. At least we've asked dumbass questions that are not the same dumbass questions that other dumbasses ask.
Fair enough.
What presidents are on Mount Rushmore, Dusty? How many? You are.
He looks so different with short hair. I have never seen him with the short, slick back hair.
An entirely different person.
Entirely different.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
He could
from
rob
here?
a bank then and
Yes.
now, and you'd never.
Never.
Yeah, he does, and he does look like Bob Seger on the cover of Stranger in Town.
And that's him. You know what I mean? It's not an affectation.
Right.
That's who he is.
He's got a perfect Halloween look going. Anybody could dress up as Dusty as Halloween. That would be
very good, very good, very good. Well, I highly recommend seeing the shows, and he's going to be. I think we may be able to get him in the studio here in a couple of weeks.
Great.
Hope so.
Now, where were we? We have to take a short break, but we have to catch up with a couple news stories, and Kostaki Economopoulos will be joining us with our NFL report.
Hot dog.
And we can play some. We can play some Korean audio for him. Do we have
I'm
the
just
Spanish?
glad my team's not in the postseason, so he can't make fun of me or my team.
That's
This
a
is
good way of
exciting.
looking at it.
Do we have the Spanish-speaking audio? Because that, to me, those guys are always the best. Can we dig that up somewhere?
No, we have the Korean audio. Why
We
would
did-
you ask that?
They were talking about soccer. We're talking about football.
We're talking about. What? If nothing please you.
That's correct.
Boy, I wish you'd have been listening to that play-by-play in Raycon earbuds, huh? The Bob and Tom Show knows that audio accompaniment on your journey is crucial. That's where Raycons come in. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever with the optimized gel tips that fit every ear ever made, and they will not fall out on the ground like some other earbuds I might mention. Raycons give you 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and Raycons are priced just right. You get quality audio at around half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. And don't forget about the awesome features like customizable sound profiles and awareness mode. Raycons have it all. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now. Get 15% off your Raycon order. Do it while you're thinking about it. Buyraycon.com/Tom. Score 15% off all the Raycon products. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Personal testimony, my vacation was made a lot easier by my Raycon earbuds that I had in my ears, and my little girls had those full headphones on. Those are great. They were lost in movies and games, et cetera, while traveling. Raycon, thank you. This is Tom saying, thank you, Raycon. You saved me from a giant pain in the ass of little screaming girls. 15% off. BuyRaycon.com/Tom. Get that done right now for your President's Day holiday. When we come back, he is Kostaki. He is Kostaki with our NFL report. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with it? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven-baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven-baked bundle package, so try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom and Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
That's right.
Hey, Steven, how did you make your living, Steven?
You know, I made my living in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years, I've been a cop.
Uh-huh.
I understand Christy Lee is having some second thoughts about moving.
No, she already moved.
A lot of people don't know, but for 5 of the last 20 years, I've also been a real estate broker.
Really?
We had no idea. I love open houses, man.
Oh.
Sunday, I show up.
Yeah.
Meet the owners and say, "You get out the car! You get on the ground!" Yeah, it's crazy what happened.
Steven Seagal!
Yeah.
You Steven Seagal!
Yeah, I get that a lot, man.
And then you Steven Seagal!
Yeah. Hey, back up, man.
I said,
I made my living in the movies.
I'm an ass whooping on Steven Seagal.
For the last 2 seconds, I've been a bitch slapper. Steven Seagal. No, man.
Wow, you have sound effects and everything, huh, Steven?
I feel like I'm watching the dating game.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And here they are. From Columbus, Ohio. He's an inveterate masturbator. What? He's trying to grow a beard and thinking of a radio name. It's Chuck Michaels.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Oh, my
okay.
Wasn't this for T-Berry gum or something? Didn't they use that?
They
the
may
T-Berry
have.
Shuffle.
Now,
right?
was that indeed the dating game or was
that
it
the newlywed game?
The Lonely
It
Bulls?
sounded
No,
like
what
one
was
of
the
them. I
dating
don't
game?
know.
There. Is this it? Yeah, this is the dating game. And here they are. He's an obsessive compulsive from Midwestern United States. He likes collecting things and telling people what to do.
Including
Ladies and
children
gentlemen,
and dogs.
They love shiny objects.
and he's just now.
He's a member of the Black Panther Party.
I didn't expect that one coming.
He didn't. And a confirmed bachelor. All right, now here they
He's
are.
fathered 9 children. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Tom Griswold.
Yeah, that's where you come around the partition. Okay.
Now this is where you go, bachelor number one.
Hey, if I
I'm
was held greasy-
Bachelorette number one.
If I were a bush, what
if I
kind of
drop some
bush
food on the
would it
floor,
be?
how many seconds before you eat it?
Let's not get carried away.
Actually, Bob, I have 3 hours of material.
My mistake. How's the $1 million?
I'm still trying to find that guy.
Yeah,
I don't know where he is, but he's a liar.
Now, Andy Hendrickson is the other voice you're hearing in the studio. Andy is a stand-up comedian. You're a young guy.
Yeah.
Nice, handsome guy. Are you married?
No, I'm single.
Girlfriend or anything?
No, none of that. It's it's
you
tough on the
comedians
road.
really know how to get the action.
Troubadour's town. They move from town to town. New woman in every port.
Yeah, all my friends are married. I got more weddings on the docket this year. I got a wedding on Memorial Day, another one on Labor Day. You guys have the friends like that? You're like, oh, great, your love's so special. You get to wreck my 3-day weekend.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe I'll have my funeral on the Super Bowl. How about that?
How about that? I'll show you.
Bring a snack.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're
I just walked into the men's room.
Yeah.
And there's like 4 or 5 different. There's 2 mirrors, but they kind of cross streams when you're walking in, and I thought somebody was already in the men's room. It was just me, a reflection of me. It scared me to death.
Yes, there's nothing like it.
That's the kind of week I've been having.
It's like when your dog sees himself in the mirror and.
Mine doesn't do that.
What about the reflection in the sliding glass door?
Do the play bow, and they don't. Yeah, no, they don't.
Oh.
Smart dogs.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
We're going to take our little satellite trip, and there he is. Oh, it looks like you're on the secret square. It's it's Kostaki Economopoulos.
Now, Paul, tell us.
If you're watching on the YouTube there. Hi, Kostaki.
I'll take Kostaki for the block.
You got a big blue background there.
Kostaki, we actually have Mr. Paul Lind here in Center Square. Mr. Lind,
Yes.
why do bikers wear leather?
Because chiffon wrinkles so easy.
Thank you, Paul.
See, he was gay and no one knew, man.
Yeah, that was in the era when you could be crazy gay and no one would notice. That's right.
It was so unheard of that they
Why can't they have a game show again where, like Match Game, where they gave everybody drinks? There was all of those. They were all drunk on that show.
Double entendre is so funny.
They were so
had Paul Lind had to be limoed back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
They were so concerned about him having a near accident on the way home. I'm sorry. Kostaki Economopoulos is a comedian. He's also our NFL correspondent. And if I'm not mistaken, Kostaki is also going to be spending Saturday, February 10th at the Hastings Auditorium in Hastings, Nebraska. And then Saturday, March 9th at the Castle Theater in Bloomington, Illinois. Am I getting that right, Kostaki?
Yes, but this week, Michigan. Got 3 gigs in Michigan this week. Heading out soon.
All right.
And I've got all the info on that as well, Kostaki. I just realized I was handed this thing. You're going to be, what is today? You're going to be Thursday night, you're in Jackson.
Man, that's soon.
At 1 North. Friday, Portage at the Presidential Brewing Company. And then Saturday, Gaylord, Michigan at the Landing Zone.
Yeah.
It's near my old...
And it is Gaylord. You don't say Gaylord. It's Gaylord.
I know.
Yes, yes. Michigan's weird.
Like Gaylord Sartain?
Yes. You got your Lions material all ready there, Kostaki?
Oh, I've never been to Michigan when they're so happy about football. This is exciting.
Now, be careful, because you have a way of,
Yeah, I do.
making everyone mad.
So then, after the show, everyone kicked my ass. I don't know what happened. I just said Jared Goff was a mama's boy. I don't know.
Both games are on Sunday.
Yes.
Right.
So you're not going to be fighting that.
No.
Yeah, there are 4 left.
The weather changed for you, so that's great. You don't have to worry about
that's
all
good
that.
news.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
No, everything's coming up, Kostaki.
Yeah, it is.
We got Ravens, Niners, Chiefs, and Lions. I saw a pic of a little kid, maybe 7 this week. He was eating pizza. He's wearing a Lions jersey and a Michigan hat. He won't know this for 40 years, but he just finished the best 2 weeks of his life. It's all downhill from here, kid. I love it. I love this story. The Lions are in the NFC Championship game. Before this, they didn't even know January had this many weeks. So, elsewhere, Chiefs kill Buffalo. Story as old as America. Buffalo lost on the missed kick. Vikings fans everywhere felt the phantom pain, like when your identical twin is in an accident 100 miles away. It's tough for them. Taylor Swift went to Buffalo. First time in a while she's had to worry about any bills.
Yeah.
He missed 2 meetings.
Yeah.
Did you see? I thought it was maybe you're going to mention the fact that there was a certain dude behind her with no shirt on.
Love it. Love that story. Love that scene. It was awesome. I thought it was Bert Kreischer. It was like, look at this guy running around, hairy with no shirt on. There's so many mixed feelings about Taylor Swift in the football world, especially in Buffalo. Hey, if Bills fans put on an album every time they had their hearts broken, they'd be rich too. It would work out good.
Yes.
Taylor got better coverage than Travis. He was wide open. Was covering him at all. This week, if the Chiefs get down to the Ravens, can Taylor Swift buy the Ravens and fire Lamar Jackson at halftime?
Probably.
Plus, having a rich girlfriend. Niners beat the Packers. The game was like an American metaphor. The team from the city where no one but tech millionaires can afford to live beats the team from the small town, which is owned by the people. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The game ended on a Jordan Love interception. He threw it across his body on the run to the opposite side of the field. It looked so much like Brett Favre. I think we should go ahead and take away his phone camera just to be safe. The Falcons are now the betting favorite to sign Bill Belichick. BetMGM has moved the odds to 28-3.
Oh, man.
How do you feel about that?
I have a lot of mixed feelings.
You should pull away here for a second. You are a lifelong Atlanta Falcons fan.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's only about 66% of it. The rumor also is that Josh McDaniels is going to be your new offensive coordinator.
What?
Yeah, if Belichick comes, he'll bring McDaniels with him. Yeah. So batten down the collective hatches there, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I thought Belichick would only go down to Georgia for a fiddle contest. That's more his.
He's the devil.
Oh, nice.
Atlanta, really? Belichick has caused more heart problems in Georgia than biscuits and gravy. Who's the backup plan for Belichick? General Sherman? He's burning our things now. Yeah, he's our guy. Hiring Belichick to the Falcons, it's a little like the Goldmans bringing in O.J. Simpson to be the bodyguard. It's a little... we had some history there. The NFC South could be a good fit. Belichick loves playing in the weakest division. He did it for 20 years. The Dolphins and the Jets and the Bills were terrible. And there's another rumor that Kirk Cousins could join him in Atlanta. Kurt's afraid, though, to sign with the Falcons. He's heard what they do to Cousins in the South. It's my home.
You're a Georgia native.
Yes,
get away with it.
Yeah, I'm allowed to do that, Jim. The elite quarterbacks, of course, win championships. Defense wins championships. You know what doesn't win championships?
What?
The Dallas Cowboys. Oh, that's comforting, isn't it? I posted some version of that on Facebook, and a dude is like, Cowboys got more rings than your stupid Falcons. I'm like, yeah, let me go buy a VCR so I can watch the Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
Oh, nice.
Cowboys announced coach Mike McCarthy will return. Return to what? Landscaping? He would definitely use a riding lawnmower. Any one of these could be the closer.
You go for it. What do you got?
All right, here's a fun game for next week. Romo and Nance. Take a drink when Tony Romo says Jim and try to be conscious for the final whistle. Good luck to you.
Yeah. A point well taken. Have you heard the Korean? Chick has the Korean audio for the missed field goal, if you want to hear it.
Tyler Bass's
Korean audio?
Yeah, it's gone viral. Yeah, here we go.
그랬기 때문에 조시 앨런 선수가 오른쪽으로 나오면서 시간을 벌어봤지만 오픈된 리시버를 찾을 수 없었습니다. 44야드 거리입니다. 타일러 베스. 오른쪽으로 벗어났어요.
It's great.
I couldn't believe it.
A lot of enthusiasm.
Yes.
Couldn't believe it.
I'm not sure what he's saying. Kostaki Economopoulos, it's all pro lines. You can weigh in with your thoughts on the NFL. Once again, this week, Jackson, Michigan, Thursday night at 1 North. Friday, Portage, Michigan at the Presidential Brewing Company. And then Saturday, Gaylord, Michigan at the Landing Zone. Have a good trip up there, Kostaki.
Yeah.
You'll have a good time.
Thanks, guys.
It's always a pleasure.
They'll be in good mood, that's for sure.
I see you soon.
Right?
Yep.
See you, man.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya.
Now, when we last left Christy Lee,
Yes, we did.
we had a guy on an operating table
Yes.
playing a guitar while they did brain surgery. This is, I guess, a thing that they do so that
Yeah, so they keep the patient awake and playing guitar or whatever instrument you have because they want to be able to show how aggressive they can be in removing the tumor that's in his brain. If they do it a little too much, he stops playing. So that's why they do that.
And he was playing, what'd you say, System of a Down?
And Deftones, yeah.
Yeah, good choices.
By the way, the man still has some treatments to undergo, but is back to being active again. So good for him.
That's good.
I already had a tip jar in the operating theater.
You always tip a live musician.
He's a busking, Justin.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You see,
Yeah,
even
he's
though in scrubs.
Want some of that bread in his jar.
That's really fascinating to me. And can he literally stop playing if they do something wrong?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll have a choice if they do something
Yeah, if they do something wrong, right. But he can talk. They always keep brain surgery patients awake for the most part.
Wow.
And sometimes they'll play piano. Sometimes they'll write.
Yep.
Color. Yeah.
Wow. That is just amazing.
If you get brain surgery, you're going to be doing something.
So this guy comes to your party, he can whip out, a guitar, and then you go get a scalpel. And off the charcuterie board.
He's already had the brain surgery.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, good. What else have you got?
Members of a theft ring allegedly stole human remains from the Harvard Medical School morgue in Boston and sold the body parts to a nationwide network of buyers.
Who's buying this stuff?
You shut your mouth, okay? There's a demand.
You got your budding serial killers, your underground supper clubs.
Indictments handed down by grand jury targeted morgue manager Cedric Lodge, 55, and his wife Denise, 63.
Denise, get in the car.
According to the indictment, Cedric Lodge, quote, stole dissected portions of donated cadavers, including heads, brains, skin, bones, and other human remains without the knowledge or permission of Harvard Medical School.
They have no defense.
No, they don't?
No, they don't have a leg to stand on.
Oh, they didn't buy any of the lower extremities.
They didn't buy any, you see, John. I'll tell you what, heads are going to roll.
Well,
thank you very much. I appreciate that. This is so grim. I don't understand who's buying this stuff. I mean, is it like psycho killers or collectors, or are they legit?
Maybe scientists that are trying to do stuff that they can't otherwise do without
your fledgling Frankensteins.
Yeah.
They're out there.
So these people work at this place, and like one day someone steals a stapler, next day they take some toilet paper home.
Those are your gateways. Yeah.
Day 3, they
take a head.
Put it in a bowling bag.
Your secret necrophiliacs, they're into this too.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's just really scary. Now,
a couple in Kansas have been charged with collecting a man's retirement while concealing his body in the home for 6 years.
See, that's a commitment, and I think it should pay off.
That's a lot of work.
They earned the money. They had a corpse laying around.
Mike Carroll.
They got to buy a lot of baking soda. Is that how you keep the stench down?
A lot of plug-ins.
After a while, it stops smelling. But
does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Sure. Everything's rotted away. Sure.
Mike Carroll's pacemaker showed he died in 2016 at the age of 81. But Overland Park police did not discover his body until 2022 when his son-in-law, Kirk, reported his death.
Oh.
Yeah. Prosecutors alleged that Kirk Ritter and his wife, Lynn, who happened to be Carroll's daughter, both age 61, continued depositing and spending money from Carroll's bank account even when his body became mummified on the bed.
On the bed yet?
In the home that he owned.
It's better than being mummified in the kitchen, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So they're collecting like Social Security
pension
and
and
stuff.
Social Security payments received over the 6 years after his death totaled $216,067.
Wow.
Family members told the Kansas City Star that the Ritters would repeatedly give them an excuse about why Carol could never take a phone call or visit, while leading them to believe that Carol was still alive. Sorry, Dad won't make it to Christmas. He's not feeling well.
You got to cut the brother in, otherwise he's going to do what he did. He snitched.
That's exactly what happened.
Well, Grandpa doesn't read the paper anymore. He gets it online. Yeah. He's really good at hide and seek.
Really good.
You know, the last one of these we had, they at least had the decency to put the guy in the freezer.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was the one where someone bought a freezer at an estate sale and there was a body in it.
Oh, no.
Huh. Yeah, I'll have to dig that one up. But
Here's another horrible story. A suburban Philadelphia man is accused of killing his neighbor after they had a feud about the suspect's loud snoring.
Okay, feud's over.
Yeah.
I win. Christopher James Casey allegedly got into a verbal fight with the 62-year-old victim over Casey's snoring, which could be heard through a wall connecting their homes. After about 20 minutes of fighting, the victim wanted to shake hands and offered to help pay for nasal surgery to alleviate Casey's snoring. Casey told investigators that he did not believe the victim's intention was genuine and instead decided to surprise him by stabbing him in the chest with a large military-style knife.
Surprise!
wow.
Gotcha.
The 55-year-old has been charged with third-degree murder, voluntary manslaughter, and possessing instruments of a crime.
Wow.
The suspect also told investigators he and the victim had been having, quote-unquote, personal issues.
Sounds like it.
For the past year and a half, prompting several police calls over the victim's complaints about his snoring.
hope his cellmate has one of those CPAP machines.
Yes. Yeah.
They work.
You don't snore, Pat?
Not now. I have the CPAP. I have sleep apnea so bad.
Still?
Well, yeah. Yeah. They can cure it with surgery, but I haven't had that.
What kind of surgery?
They go in, they take some of that tissue out.
Out of your nose? Would that change your speaking voice?
It might. It
that
might.
might.
I don't know for sure.
My God, what about your voice? Your beautiful
my
voice.
beautiful voice.
Would it change your singing voice?
It would change it. Indeed. It would make it lower.
Nobody has pubes anymore.
That's why, remember, Freddie Mercury didn't get his teeth fixed.
Right.
Because he thought it would change his voice. So he kept those buckers till the end.
Buckers.
I always thought it was because he was a selfish lover and didn't want to give as much as he got. You know what I mean? No thanks, Freddie. I'll just do you.
No thanks, Freddie.
Very thoughtful.
That scene wasn't in the movie.
Very thoughtful.
Give me the teaser, Christy.
Coming up, baby names that are going extinct. One of them might be very familiar to this room. We have swearing parrots in the news. I always love it. Yep.
Kiss my ass.
And we have yet another. What?
I'll analyze that.
I'll take a look at that.
Audio.
Come back. Yeah.
Not sure what that was.
It's a good idea.
Let's talk about something Ace has been doing. Very proud of Ace. HelloFresh, as Ace is tackling HelloFresh now. And what is HelloFresh? Well, it's the great service that does the grocery shopping and does the measuring and provides the fresh ingredients and the fresh food, so you can have a great 2024. I got some great food goals this year. Let HelloFresh step up and help you out. How does it work? Well, HelloFresh has a whole bunch of stuff to pick from every week. You make your choices, easy to swap proteins, et cetera, et cetera. And the meals are delightful and delicious, restaurant quality. You're going to waste a lot less food because they're just going to send you what you need. And they've got very easy-to-use cards. Right, Ace? What are you working on over there?
The one-pan cheesy beef tortilla melts with cream pepper and spicy cream sauce. One pan, about 20 minutes. You're eating good.
Look at that card. All of the instructions right there. You don't even have to worry about it.
To quote Ace, you're eating good, and it's restaurant quality stuff. HelloFresh is a great idea. One of my friends is now he's doing it 3 nights a week. See what you want. Have some fun. Check out all the details at HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. That new code BT Show Free is there because you can get free breakfast for life while your subscription is active. We're talking about delicious breakfast items in each box. So check out HelloFresh. It may be perfect for you. Save a ton of time. Save time. You don't have to go to the grocery store, and also save for a lot of that food waste is not going to happen because you're getting just the stuff that you need. BT Show Free is the code. HelloFresh.com/BT Show Free. Coming up, something for Josh involving a heavy metal concert and something rather unusual. And the mirrors are being taken down in the bathroom at a school. We'll find out why. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send it.
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with orange insoles.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. And we're doing kind of a musical chairs thing today. And, it's actually a musical chair right now because joining us in the studio, we have singer-songwriter, actor, and comedian Stephen Lynch. I throw in the actor thing because you spent how did you describe it?
9 months of hell.
Sentence, was that the word you used?
9 months in hell is what I just heard.
You were on Broadway. Do you want to give us give those that haven't heard about this the background on?
The Wedding Singer.
You portrayed
the very popular Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore movie about crazy kids in the 80s.
Turned into a very successful theater piece.
Very successful.
Well, you did it for a pretty long time.
Mildly successful.
I mean,
it was fun, but I had my toe on the trigger pretty much every day of the last 4 months of it. Well, I realize I'm making it sound like it was really bad.
No, but I mean,
it wasn't. It was time to move on. You know.
Can you play one of the new ones for us?
I think so.
Okay.
We just had a little powwow in your producer's office about what I can and cannot say on the radio these days. And
there have been moments before. You think this one's okay?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if it's not.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Lynch.
This is a song I wrote. I discovered, oddly enough, that I had an uncle, a great-great-great-great-great-uncle who lived in the medieval period. He pretty much did for a living what I do for a living. He was both a troubadour and a court jester, and I think he used to play in the court of the king and the queen. And I discovered one of his old compositions that he wrote for the lute, and I transposed it to the guitar.
Good, because we don't have a lute handy.
No. I don't either.
Because I like guitar comics, but I hate lute comics. Prop guys and lute comics.
Those are the worst, aren't they?
Just hacks.
They give us all a bad name. So this is one of his compositions, and I just thought I'd try it for a modern audience, see how it goes over. Come, fair lady, to mine bed we go, and verily sweet pleasures we shall know. Yet, where thy belly meets thy limb, I beseech thee, give a trim, for thy bush doth overflow. Milady doth have a 70s muff. A 1470s muff. Zounds, it's as prickly as a Christmas wreath. Think it might hide some baby birds beneath. Pray, shave it off to make a coat. There are furballs down mine throat, short and curlies twixt my teeth. I saith not thy is hirsute, but it looketh like thou hast buckwheat in a leglock. My uncle was also a very hacky stand-up comedian. But soft, what hair through yonder girdle grows, to be or not to be put in cornrows. Oh, it is beastly and unruly, and it smelleth of patchouli, and that offends my nose. I sayeth not thou art furry down there, but it doth resemble Fidel Castro eating a London broil. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, medieval bush.
Bravo. Stephen Lynch.
Thank you, lords and ladies. Thank you.
Stephen Lynch, ladies and gentlemen. What is a lute? A lute it looks like a pear-shaped ukulele.
Yeah, it goes.
Kind of a...
Well, there's no neck. There's no neck, though.
Yeah.
They look like guitars. I think those are lutes.
To change an old joke just a little bit, the best sound a lute makes is when a banjo lands on it in the dumpster, or an accordion, one of the two. I'm sure there's
You're really anti-lute, man.
I do not.
Yeah, because everybody's going through this at some point.
What?
Yeah, not to mention his goggles, which I had just bought them.
She took your dog.
Took your dog.
She did take the animal. It was hard. I'm just worried I'm going to become that guy. Like, like the that fork in the road where you have a defining moment in your life, and had you been able to make it work, you could have been a whole person, but you didn't. Like, I'm worried 10 years from now, I'm going to see her on the other side of the street, and the sun's shining, and she has kids, and they're eating ice cream, and she's got a husband. Then I'm on this side of the street, and it's dark and raining, and I got an open silk shirt with a gold medallion, and I'm trying to convince some stripper to get my '88 Mustang because I know somebody with good coke. I don't want to be that guy, Bob. I want to be a decent human being. I'm fighting a good fight.
I'm with you.
And now I find myself.
Dream.
I got a dream.
And she's got the dog. I'm more worried about the dog than the gold medallion.
When I was in the Navy, one of my favorite jokes was I used to fly this radar plane, and we'd go up for these really long, boring missions in the middle of the night. So get a new guy in the squadron, I'd go up with him and say, hey, middle of the night, if you want to take a nap, go ahead. So he'd doze off. While he's asleep, I would go ahead and run. I'd hit the circuit breaker, pull the circuit breaker so the fuel gauges go to zero.
Uh-oh.
Then I would act like I was asleep. And when he came to, boy, did his eyes just light up. That's
light up like a fire. Oh, man.
I died of a heart attack. It's hilarious.
The old empty gas tank joke.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see. There's Christy. There's Josh. There's
Hello.
Ace. Hey. Pat Godwin's here. And where were we, Christy? Over there at the news desk. Were we not?
Yes, we were. Where officials at a North Carolina middle school have removed the bathroom mirrors to prevent students from making TikTok videos.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, according to the Alamance Burlington school system, the mirrors were removed from Southern Middle School after students were caught making videos during class time. The district said that the school has since seen a drastic decrease in bathroom visits from students.
Why in the bathroom?
That's where the mirrors are.
That's
But I
where the
wonder what
mirror.
the videos... Is there a trend or something?
A lot of TikTok videos
Or
are
mirrors
taken in a
and
mirror.
stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it's not of some poor kid trying to use the toilet.
No, Tom. It has nothing to do with that.
I don't think they
It's
have
just where
mirrors
the
on
mirrors-
the back of the stall door,
yeah.
Tom.
Oh, they're going in the stall? No. What are they doing with
Of
them?
course not. He's muddying the waters. with
Okay,
his-
all right.
It's like a selfie video, if you will, but
I
they
see.
use the mirror because they could get it's.
Are they doing any of the classics like, coating the seat with saran wrap?
No.
No?
Oh.
I see. Cherry bombing the toilets and such.
Yeah. Smoking weed in the boys' room, that kind of thing. Birthing babies, the
I don't
stuff they
know.
usually do in middle school.
Oh, jeez.
What are they asking? Smoking to the boys? You ever did down to your best girlfriend? Or something like that? Remember that just started the song? Hey, did you ever have one of those days where you did something on about that?
Oh, that's right.
That's the
Last
intro,
girlfriend.
Right? You're anti the singer talking a little bit before
I'm against. Just get to the song. Don't ask me any questions.
Burn well. It doesn't burn well.
You don't.
Hey, do you ever have one of those days where you did down
Jason.
to
You
your
don't like
best
that.
girlfriend?
What about the one?
Jason.
What if the music is started? What if they're doing, like, Are you ready?
No,
Oh, no.
I'm out.
Even-
Even,
that
in the
either.
boys'
you don't
home
like
where
that
they-
ballroom blitz?
Are you ready to rock?
Where they talk in front?
Well, wait. There might be a ballroom blitz codicil.
Are you ready, Steve?
Ready? Oh,
Andy?
yeah.
All right, fellas.
I like the way the band talks during that one.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
So this is not a hard and fast rule.
What about like Thurgood talking about, he has a long story before
I
one
like
bourbon.
the Thurgood.
He
where-
gets away with it, doesn't
only
he?
because he uses a term like that. Don't confront me. As long as you have my rent money by next
It feels
Thursday.
real.
Yeah. Very
What about
much
a
so.
count off?
Yeah.
You like a count off?
I don't like the count.
I love a count off.
No.
You do?
Favorite count off, Billy Joel.
Oh yeah, matter of trust.
No. No.
One,
No.
two,
No.
three,
No. I didn't be my biggest divide between like and because I like
For
that
one
one
band?
so much. Yeah.
To go to Fox.
I'm with you on that one, Chick.
I like Fox.
Hate to agree, but
Fox on the run. Oh well, listen how it starts.
It's a mess.
No, I'm out. Listen to this. It's a mess.
It's noise, yeah.
We can do this with the keyboard. Did you know that?
We just bought a
I like it a lot.
It's a big 80s
I'd go
thing.
see Sweet today.
Any of you still alive?
I'd hope.
I think the drummer.
Oh God, no. And they yell something I don't know. I don't want to know your name.
Yeah.
You're ugly.
You should. This song comes in. I've got a 40 of beer in each hand, running down a dock and jumping into a lake.
Of course you do.
I take it back. It isn't as bad as I thought.
Well, now what?
Barroom Blitz is great.
I don't. That doesn't sound anything like the T-Rex that everyone knows.
Yeah, no.
But that other one.
No,
kinda-
Bang a Gong and Ballroom Blitz doesn't sound anything like.
I was thinking of Jeepster.
Yeah,
The song
Yeah,
with the
he
guitar
loves
part, yeah.
Jeepster.
I love the song
Here we
Jeepster.
go. Get
And
comfortable for the Jeep and your motor company. Go ahead.
For those that work for the Jeep Corporation,
Here we
I
go.
think it's time to bring back the Jeepster.
Looks like Sweet has a new album out there, Josh. Yeah.
Any original members?
Isolation Boulevard
Yeah,
is what
there's
it's
one.
called.
What's it called, Pat?
Still sweet.
Oh, still. I thought it was called,
We're still sweet.
I thought it was called
This
sour.
guy, this guy.
I don't care. I don't care what you
Maybe
say.
maybe it's called Splenda. the all new suite and the safe
Whoa.
suite. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is all because they're taking the mirrors out of some middle school and
Yes, for TikTok videos.
can't pick your zits, no mirror.
No, you sure can't.
Can you do it in your phone? Just asking. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have swearing parrots. Okay.
Swearing parrots.
Swearing parrots. I'm looking at the Sweet
That's
official
what I would laugh at.
website. One of the guys in the band, I tell him I can't stop it, but he definitely has on a fake blonde wig.
It is.
It is.
insane.
I can see it behind
That's
my.
why I was laughing.
Yeah, I'll try to get it up here.
Not really working, is it?
Oh,
my God.
I'm going to show it to you.
You have
It's
to
like.
see it to believe it.
It's awesome.
Can you see that?
It is glorious, Tom. This will all be worth it when you see it.
You have to post that on the.
I can't get it to stay.
Oh,
Can
is
you-
it? Either can he.
It's deliberately fake.
Yes.
Is it?
It looks like a Halloween costume.
It looks like it's almost like those judge wigs they have to wear in Australia and Britain.
Barristers, yeah.
I don't know that he thinks it's bad.
I can't tell you how much I love that wig.
Yeah.
That might be my new look.
No one said anything to him.
Oh my God!
We'll find out about
So
that.
you're
when we come back.
gonna wear that in the picture, huh? Okay. All right.
You're gonna wear that picture.
You're gonna wear that in the picture?
Hey, listen,
We
it's
should stop.
not flammable.
Maybe.
When we come back, we'll be visiting that. Also, we've got a really cool metal show situation
Yes,
going
we
on.
do.
It's all for you, Josh, and baby names that are going out.
What do you mean, like aluminum and tungsten?
No, I mean
metal,
like serious bands that are very metal-y.
okay.
You'll see. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any.
Once again, Bo Burnham is our guest, and he has a little tour going. We'll give you some of those dates in a second. Go ahead, Bo.
Every time I go to dinner, seems like I'm getting a little bit thinner. I'll sit down at the breakfast table. I can talk, well, they're not able. When I look at them, I find there's a single question on their mind. I wish I could go back to the way it was. It's not easy now because my whole family thinks I'm gay. I guess it's always been that way. Well, maybe it's because of the way that I walk. Makes them think I like boys.
Oh, my.
The goddamn question just won't go away. And I get asked every single day. But the way they ask it is not a disguise. Like, how was your day? Do you like to kiss guys? This is the worst, baby. This is my fear. Now their opinions are crystal clear. Because my whole family now is shocked. I'm in the closet and the door is locked. Well, now my glory days are gone. I was John Elway, now I'm Elton John. Well, my whole family now suspects that watching SpongeBob had side effects. I'm not gay, and that's what I said. If I'm gay, hey God, strike me dead.
That's a joke.
Just cause I'm afraid of the snow, or my favorite color is the rainbow. I'm just joking. This is the worst, baby, this is my fear. Now their opinions are crystal clear, yeah. Because even my boyfriend thinks I'm gay. I'm just... Oh, God. You all probably think I'm gay. Man, this song is counterproductive. La 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 la. Because my whole family thinks I'm gay. I said, what did they know anyway? You gotta look right through the haze. Easy bake oven was just a phase. And my whole family thinks I'm queer. That is all I ever hear. But I've been as straight as a ramp. If you don't count Bible camp. Bible camp. I'm not gay, I swear. Kind of.
Whoa, burn him.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with it? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Entire life. Oh my goodness, I'm hurting. Can you feel my pain? Went to an Ivy League college and my parents paid for the whole damn thing. I drive a Beamer and I got a completely faithful wife. She knows what side of the bread is buttered on because she's always been a gold-digging whore. I got a full dental plan. Mutual funds out my ass. I don't give a crap about the homeless because they don't live in my neighborhood. Now, do they? It's a gated community. I think not. That's not the blues. So what I did.
Yes.
Put that one on.
This one here, Youth
Health and Sex Education Program for.
Here we go.
Here we go.
What the?
Track number 1: menstruation facts for little ladies.
Let's pass. Let's pass.
It's on vinyl, Bob.
We got to find out about these things. I got 3 daughters at home. I have to
my
find
God.
These things.
Look at that record.
Affects my body.
See if there are any seeds in there.
In that
Any
album?
stems and
Probably
seeds.
not.
Marijuana, as such, is habit forming and fortunately is not an addiction. And I'll explain this to you in a little while.
What?
Habit forming though it be, it is the first step to addiction.
Okay.
And it is something that makes a person feel as though he's on, quote, cloud 9. It makes him completely
What's wrong with that?
Wait a second. Stop a second.
Hold on.
Here's what's wrong.
Hey, Cloud 9 is a nice place.
Let's
You know-
go. Rocks.
If you're trying to do anti-drug stuff, you don't go.
Hey, it makes you feel like you're on Cloud 9.
The problem with this stuff is it makes you feel really good. So whatever you do, don't try it. Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
That's
it's
a heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse. Hi, this is Bobcat Gold. Coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
I sure am.
He's the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I think we should do this next story in the form of a quiz.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
This is an interesting survey about what kind of music people like and how it corresponds to their, shall we say, sexual proclivities. Is that fair to say?
All right.
A survey from TickPick offers surprising revelations about music and sex. They polled about 1,010 people. Nearly 1 in 4 folk music fans reported crying during sex.
Oh, jeez.
That's a 25%.
Michael Rowe, the book.
It may not be a negative.
Hang on. Hey.
What was happening there?
Over and above this story, what the hell was that?
You were singing Michael Rowe, the motor show.
Yeah, and then they got
sodomized.
stabbed. Oh, they got sodomized.
Yeah, sodomized.
Oh, that's why they're crying. Okay.
It doesn't necessarily mean it's a negative thing. You can be
sensitive.
You get very sensitive, yes. It touches your heart.
Isn't this beautiful?
Yeah.
Folk music.
Yeah, lyrically intense.
What's a good example then? Like, if I had a hammer.
Well, I think
Well,
you're
or
right.
modern
I
folk
think there are
music.
some
More
modern
modern,
folk
yeah.
Iron
music.
and Wine,
Yeah.
to a certain extent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Iron and Wine.
Boy.
I love Iron and Wine.
No, thank you.
Oh, I like them a lot. Yeah.
No,
Or
thank
him.
you, and no more is what I call
So I'm sorry. So folk music fans cry during sex. What else?
Hip hop rap listeners were the least likely to, shall we say, participate in oral pleasures.
Oh, boy, this.
Can I?
That's unfortunate.
No. Can I?
I'm just reading
Can
what's put in
I-
front of me.
Isn't he skewed enough?
I'm reading what.
You look at how pleased he is over there that
Yes.
this stereotype is somehow being
Reinforced.
yeah.
Blues fans lasted the longest in bed with an average of 16 minutes.
Da 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 da.
Oh, man, I'm so down.
But I'm still
You
up.
think they wouldn't be blue if they were having that much sex?
Well, they are on antidepressants, and that can keep you from
that's
finishing.
true.
Maybe they're taking
Yeah.
those blue pills.
Oh.
Yeah. Reggae fans were most likely to prefer being on top.
Really?
Yeah. While country music fans preferred being on the bottom.
Oh, all right.
Although other music bands preferred different positions. Pop goes with missionary, rap, doggy style were the shortest by far, apparently.
The shortest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shortest songs, people?
Strongest.
Sex in bed.
Penis?
In other words, the
strongest by far.
strongest.
That's what I meant to say. I don't
pop
know what
music, the
strongest.
folks that like pop music were
They
more
like-
likely to like the missionary position.
Yes, and
Rap artists were the most likely to check off the box that said doggy style. So,
I see. Yeah.
Now there's
I'm
more,
sorry.
Christy. I didn't give you the whole thing.
Oh, really? What did
This
you
is
leave out?
interesting. Role playing.
Yes.
The top type of music and role playing country people who like country music like significantly like a little bit of role playing there.
I could see that.
So I got to be delicate here. Butt stuff also very heavy.
Well, I'm glad you were being delicate.
In the country. From country music fans.
You know,
kidding.
Yeah.
When you say butt stuff, like it hits me like a wash rag in the face. I don't know. Butt stuff.
It's jarring.
Lingerie is the most popular among pop music fans.
Ah, all right.
Foot fetishists.
There's a what? They know this?
Yeah. Jazz.
Who gave you this
jazz?
Yeah, toe tapping jazz.
Jazz,
#1.
They're #1 with foot fetishes.
Don't anybody believe anything he's saying.
I did not take this survey.
What is tick pick? What?
BDSM.
Yes.
BDSM?
Your bondage, domination,
submissive,
masochist.
This is not much of a surprise.
Stuff.
Show tune people.
That is a surprise.
That's a surprise.
Yeah.
It's a very big surprise.
Right. We don't know what.
I
can't wait until that what you just did with your hands and your face ends up being played in a court of law. I can't wait.
Wouldn't you think that would be a heavy metal category?
Yeah.
They're not even in the top 5.
Yeah, because their outlet is the music, maybe.
Oh, okay.
What's an outlet?
It's what you plug things into.
Okay.
AC/DC.
You mean an outlet?
What's wrong with outlet?
Outlet.
Yeah.
It's not OUTLIT. It's LET.
I think you're wrong.
It's outlet. I'm
We're
afraid I'll have to
fighting
weigh in
about
with a check.
outlet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. I'm from Missouri.
Yeah, you sure are. I mean,
once again, it reinforces pop fans are the ones most likely to enjoy so-called missionary position.
All right. I would have thought that would have been Christian rock.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you very much. I often.
Now, Chick Anderson, you like to do it to the Ramones.
What?
You can get 2 full songs in.
oh, it's very short. See,
in all fairness, it could have been any one of us. Though.
Yeah, that's true. He was just looking around. He figures he's done you too much. He's working his way around the room.
Now, Josh,
scared of Ace. Yeah. I
Josh, do they still use in the porno movies you watch? Do they still have that kind of sort of bad music in the background?
Maybe some do. I prefer all natural. I don't like any music. But
they don't
in my
have
porn.
So, like, would this be good porn music here?
I don't know where you.
Honestly, you know what that sounds? It sounds like somebody trying to make bad porn music.
Yeah, it does.
It's a little too heavy, maybe.
It sounds like awful music, is what it sounds like to me.
Like that kind of little wah-wah, chunky guitar.
Yeah, I mean, if you were going to make a parody, this would be good for that.
Okay.
If you're gonna have a white
But
guy
I don't want
play
any
it.
music.
Does most porno music, porno movies no longer have music?
I don't know. I want the natural faps and glucks.
The sounds of love is.
Oh, isn't the natural faps? Didn't they open for you when you toured with the Consensuals?
They did. Yes.
This is actual porno music from the one where
Deep Throat.
It's at Deep Throat. Yes, this evidently is in Deep Throat. This music.
Wow.
She's driving to the doctor's office, I believe, right at the start of the.
It's got a little bit of reggae, a little bit of
a little bit of Shaft kind of.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty interesting. It makes you feel like you want to take a shower, doesn't it?
A little bit.
It's sleazy.
It said heavy metal. This is interesting. Heavy metal fans the most likely to use condoms.
Ah.
Is that surprising?
There's something wrong with this survey. I don't think
it sounds very
reading
willy-nilly, like they just
Only 1,000 people, so
1,010.
that's
please.
right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, speaking of heavy metal, did you see the story about the pig?
People attending a metal concert in Texas say a severed pig's head was thrown into the mosh pit.
What?
According to the lambgoat.com, The incident took place at the White Swan Live in Houston, which featured the band's Devoured Trachea.
All right.
Accosted Young Jit, J-I-T-T, 79 Stick, Big Pete, Martyrdom, Entropy, and Two Timer.
Have you ever heard any of those bands, John?
I have heard Martyrdom.
A video captured at the event shows someone tossing a pig's head into the mosh pit, leading to a mix of reactions from the crowd. One Twitter user reportedly commented on the video saying, "I watched some of these kids licking on the pig head, guts were splattered on people, diseases were spread." The band, Martyrdom, released a statement claiming responsibility for the stunt and apologizing to anyone they may have offended with their, quote, actions and gimmicks
How do you
on
sneak a
stage.
pig's head into a concert? I can barely get it in my wallet.
They didn't, the band did.
Yeah, they didn't have to. The band was able to bring it in.
Oh, so they didn't have to prison pocket the thing?
A pig's head.
It's prison purse, not prison pocket.
Sorry. Thought it was prison pocket.
You just hear what you want to hear, don't you?
Well, this is why I enjoy bands like the Eagles, because no one's throwing a live pig's head on the ground.
This is rare. I've been to many metal festivals. This kind of thing doesn't. I mean, this sounds like
They did it on purpose to get attention, just so we're talking about them, right?
You should be glad it's just the pig's head.
This sounds crazy hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like the mosh pit, though?
I used to, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I like all that. I still like watching mosh pits because they aren't about anger. They're about joy and fun. The people in them are really laughing and having a good time, even though, man, they can get brutal. And girls, boy, some of the toughest girls I've ever seen jumping in those things. Laughing, getting knocked to the ground, getting right back up. Because here's the thing. Also, if you watch a mosh pit, when somebody gets slammed to the ground, so many of the moshers help that person back up. It's not a hateful thing.
This is your NHL. This is your hockey argument.
Yeah, you're just blowing off steam.
Yeah, you're beating the hell out of each other during a fight. The only major sport that they encourage fighting.
They're not really encouraged, but mutual respect.
Right, yeah. Mosh pits, NHL, same thing. You're right.
One of the band's Young Jit, 79 Stick, Big Pete.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Remember Big Peter?
What is it?
It was there was the.
I think the only thing that we ever all got fined for.
There's a famous monster truck called Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And Big Peter.
Instead of Peterbilt,
it was a giant Peterbilt.
Is a truck.
Yeah,
a big Peter.
And I saw it crashing into a Volvo once at Market Square Arena.
He didn't.
Crush and enter a Volvo.
He didn't.
Thank you, Jay.
Volvo.
Coming up, we have, if you're interested, the Oscar nominations were announced this morning. I don't know if you are, but we can review some of those.
We'll look them up.
Yeah.
If Barbie wins Best Picture, I'm leaving the country.
I agree.
It's a good movie.
It is not a great. It's not an Oscar-winning movie.
Baby names on the way out.
Right.
According to this, and I think this survey's BS.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's why I printed it.
okay.
Let me tell you about Simply Safe, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system. This year, resolved to keep your family safe, peace of mind with the award-winning Simply Safe system named Best Home Security of 2023 by U.S. News World Report. Simply Safe, we trust in our homes and recommend it to everybody. Here's why. Simply Safe comprehensive protection for the whole home with advanced sensors that detect break-ins, fires, floods, and it's powered by 24/7 professional monitoring, costing less than $1 a day. Half the price of traditional home security. Simply Safe prioritizes your privacy. That's why their indoor security cameras are the only ones on the market with physical privacy shutters to ensure your privacy 24/7. And try Simply Safe for 60 days risk-free. If you don't like it, send it back. No problem. And keep your home and family safer than ever in the new year. As a Bob and Tom Show listener, you can save 20% on your new system with Fast Protect Plan just by visiting simplysafetom.com. Customize your system in minutes at simplysafetom.com. And remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Read the reviews. Everybody loves Simply Safe. It's great. It's simple. Chick McGee brought this to our attention years ago. He was the first to get on board the Simply Safe train. Check it out once again, simplysafetom.com. Coming up, baby names going out. Stanley Cups, not the hockey one, but the ones kids are carrying everywhere in the news.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no.
A lion. I've always said,
Want
I
a
don't.
lion?
I would. I know this is crazy that I thought about this.
What now?
I would never go into the wilderness and get and have a lion because they belong.
Right.
That's where they belong.
But if somebody like maybe they worked at the zoo and there was a lion and it had to live in a house, but it had to be sedated all the time, and I
How
could
about raised
squeeze
from
it.
a cub? I'm raised from a cub and
Yes.
know you. And
I would love a lion just
Why?
because they're so cute. I would just bite them all the time. Their face, that little
They
nose.
bite
I
back,
think you
believe
got
it or
that
not.
back.
Yeah.
You know,
And their
dogs.
teeth are bigger.
Nick has raised a very interesting point.
What?
Which is the essence of it. I think you said just because you like something, you don't have to have it.
Well, I've always been, somewhat controlled by my finances. So there's a lot of stuff that even if I did want, I couldn't have.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I literally, and I have panic attacks. Well, I'll get done with workout and I go, I want to go get one of those really nice like $6 smoothies, and I'll think about it for like, should I treat myself? Am I worth
Yes,
it?
Nick. You're worth $6.
You know what says something? You think? I think in my head I'm probably the only one doing this. I was at Whole Foods, and they had these like expensive lemonades. I don't know how to explain it, but the tops were the type where it had a metal top, and you would pull it open, and it would be a rubber seal like the old days.
Oh, yeah,
and it was like a little bit extra. But I had friends coming in from out of town, and I know this is crazy. I thought it'll look good in the refrigerator, And I was at Whole Foods, and I bought milk in the glass. I wanted it to look, I wanted it to look like my home. It was a home, like my mom's house.
Right.
Yeah.
So I walked over and I went to buy it. It was $2 more than regular lemonade. Then I walked away. And then I went back. I went, what are you doing? You are a full-grown adult, and over $2, get the goddamn lemonade. Well, it worked, because I'm not kidding you, but the outcome is how I reacted. My sister-in-law was there, and she opened the refrigerator, and, I go over, all my brothers are married, their refrigerators are filled with, so she opens up, she goes, oh, fancy lemonade. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't act like, I acted like, yeah, that's the type I buy.
Totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. As I only half it's there, I left the other half in the Rolls and it's spoiled. I'm having the Rolls Royce fixed.
Well,
that's why I'm driving this.
I would have got the milk in the jug, but my lion ate it. So.
Yeah, my lion likes it out of the glass.
That's right.
Yeah.
We all do weird things.
Cause he'll look a lot like me. Life's too short. Dun, dun, dun. Life's just way too blank and short. Life's too short to hang out with a bunch of ass bags.
You don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a part.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Mike, we don't really know much about you.
I think my favorite show right now is The Osbournes on MTV. I feel that's the greatest. Because I was always a big Ozzy fan, like back in the day or whatever.
Black Sabbath?
Sure, yeah, all the Sabbath albums. But then the show comes out and you see him, and he's, shuffling around and yelling at his kids just like every other dad, Well, it's a little different,
Listen, man, Jack, you got to get the trash on the curb by 9 in the morning, man. We'll just sit there, till the next time, the trash people come around. I can't have trash sitting around.
He's yelling about trash, man. I can't deal with this,
He's the Prince of Darkness.
I know, yeah.
It's like, it's just like, I spent all day cutting out these coupons, man. I'm not spending $5 on, freaking grape nuts,
State of California. is apparently they're in the process, I guess, of banning the Mylar balloons, they're called,
Yes.
the small ones.
silver ones.
Passed
silver
in the
ones.
Senate. It's on its way. to
Because
the General
apparently these
Assembly.
balloons cause massive power outages. I can see it's an important, serious business. But when in the course of learning about this, we found out there actually is a group called the Balloon Council.
Yeah.
This is someone's job, someone's life. They have to take it seriously. I'm sure there are a lot of issues with balloons.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nothing to laugh at.
Oh, yeah.
It's a serious organization.
Oh, absolutely.
Dear Bob and Tom, writes Gary.
Gary!
I want to know what every other American wants to know. What is the Balloon Council doing about inflation?
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Gary, thank you for your letter. Mike Birbiglia is our guest.
Are you dating anyone? Do you have a...
I realize what I need to find is a woman who loves me for my money but doesn't understand math. I know this girl, and she wasn't too bright. She wasn't like book smart. She was like magazine smart or butter label smart. I know this girl, middle of the day, I swear to God. And she goes, you know what turns me on? I go, what? And she said, black guys. Which I really found discouraging. Because I've been mistaken for a lot of things in my life, but I've never had anyone be like, you're black, right? No, I'm Olive Garden Italian.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
We're back.
Yeah?
We've got something new to argue about. The
What?
Oscar nominations are out. It's
Oh, you
very,
want to go over them?
very exciting. Tom, of course, The Holdovers, Best Picture, ends and end. Starts and ends there.
Very good movie. I enjoyed it.
It's all right. A little more than a TV movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I enjoyed it very much.
As did I, yeah.
Now, before we get to that, we've promised to get to a couple of other things. We have an interesting news story about baby names.
Baby naming experts say there are a handful of names at risk at going extinct.
Boy, do I not want to meet a baby naming expert.
Parenting website Baby Center curated a list of names that experienced the sharpest decline within the top 500.
Hello, Baby Center. Can I help you?
I'm thinking.
You want to be connected with soiled diaper area? Just a moment.
Number 10, Michelle, downed 129 spots. Number 9, Amanda, down 131 spots. Number 8, Finley,
Oh,
Really?
down 144 spots.
I got a Finn. She just turned 11 yesterday.
Yep. McKenna, down 150 spots.
What's going on here? Are these popular names now?
That are going extinct. They're going off the list.
But they're not really. They got very popular apparently, and now they're dropping this year.
Reagan, down 161 spots.
Well,
Is that because of the movie The Exorcist? Wasn't that her name?
yeah, but
I don't think that people weren't naming their kids Reagan because of that.
Maybe they found out.
Number 5, Charlie,
For the
down
girls?
179 spots. I have a great niece named Charlie. Well, it's Charlie, but spelled different. Number 4, Brooklyn, down 182 spots.
Yeah, that became real trendy.
Number 3, Mackenzie, losing 184 spots. Blake, for a girl.
oh, I like that.
I do too, but I don't know
You're
any.
Blake Lively.
Oh, that's right. Duh.
Yeah.
And then the number 1 name that experienced the sharpest decline within the top 500, Brooke, down 198 spots.
Ah,
It's a good name. I like that name.
sure.
Here we go with the boys. Number 10, Clayton, down 102. Bradley, 104.
What do you want, Bradley?
Bradley.
Come here. Time for your beating, Bradley.
Ronan is down 104 spots. Nasser, down 114 spots.
Nasser.
Yeah.
The astronauts go down to Nasser.
Well, you work for Nasser? How you know so much?
Son of a bitch. Well, Mr. Satellite Dish in the backyard TV Naster.
Number 6, Brady, down 114 spots. I have enough of your name, Brady. Reed, down 143
Are
spots.
there a lot of Brady's, you suppose, in Tampa?
Probably.
Oh, there's a bunch.
The Brady bunch?
There's probably a lot of Brady's
I thought
in
I'd try to do something.
New England. Braden, R-A-I-D-E-N.
Raiden.
I've never seen that name.
That sounds
There's a whole trend of
extra.
Jaden, Braden.
Raiden sounds like extra strength bug spray.
Yeah.
Number 3, Johnny, down 150 spots.
What? Who?
Johnny.
Johnny?
Angry
Yes.
Johnny.
Number 2, Jaden, down 151 spots. And the number 1 boy name, dropping the most, Julius, down 189 spots.
Ah, all right.
Julius.
And again, I would also think that names you're probably not going to see much anymore. I would think Alexa and Siri.
Yeah.
And Karen after
Right,
all that.
sure.
I don't know where that Karen thing started. I know Judas has been out of favor for a while.
It has, yeah. Don't see it. Don't
Pretty
need a lot
much,
of-
what, 2023 years?
I knew a Jude, but that's obscure.
Oh, that's a big one, though, because of
Yeah,
Jude
Judas.
Law.
But yeah, Judas, I don't think is. Hortense.
Yeah, you don't hear a lot of that.
Now, did Gertrude making a comeback?
I don't know.
I can't imagine that it would. Gertrude?
No. Adolf?
No, Tom.
Is Dolph Lundgren's real name Adolf?
I don't know.
Tried to.
You know, Sonny Jurgensen's name is Adolf.
Adolf Jurgensen?
Adolf Christian Jurgensen, yeah.
Boy, that is really a mouthful.
That's why he went with Sonny.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Well, now what else have you got,
A
Chris?
survey into how germy the average college campus is sheds light on student hygiene or lack thereof. So once your little babies become students, according to College Rover, which commissioned the survey.
Very smart dog.
Wearing a mortarboard?
Always getting a degree.
Nearly 15% of students say that they clean their living space just once per month.
Yeah. I bet that's right.
1 in 4 students have found a used condom on campus or in their dorms. Well, at least they're practicing safe sex. 30% reported a roommate to the resident assistant over hygiene-related issues.
30%?
My roommate has BO.
Oh, did you live in a dorm, Josh?
Yes, when I schooled in London.
Look at you.
I was going to say, the one in...
Did you keep it clean?
Yes, very.
The one in St. Louis wasn't a real university, right? It was just
very real.
Toy.
It's a very nice university.
Thank you very much.
They come up with a name of it, where it was located.
Webster University, yes. It's in the Webster Groves area of St. Louis. It's very important.
The team also found, I'm not going to let you two bicker, that college cafeteria tables had 60,000 times the bacteria of a household toilet seat.
Wow.
That's alarming.
That is alarming.
So you won't let your kids go to college now, will you, Tom?
Well, I think that's fine. We all survive. You need a little
it's
bacteria. Eat a couple of Tide Pods. That'll clean out your system.
Oh, no.
Geez, Tom,
Wow. Okay. Now, I think this next story is this is kind of a sequel to a story we had a couple years ago about the swearing parrots.
Staff at a wildlife park are taking a high-risk approach to tackling its parrots' swearing problem. Lincolnshire Wildlife Park made global headlines in 2020 after staff removed 5 African gray parrots from display for swearing at their visitors. Since that time, 3 more parrots have started to squawk expletives, prompting an urgent change in tactics.
Tom, don't you feel like
they've got to be teaching them?
And this has to be a tourist attraction.
Yeah, wouldn't it make it more appealing?
Right.
Yes.
I would think.
You want to go see the cussing birds?
Yes. Yeah.
Very much so.
Chief Executive Steve Nichols is about to introduce them to the rest of the flocks to dilute their swearing.
You think there's a Penny Nichols out there? A woman named Penny Nichols?
Penny Love.
Any thoughts on this?
You know something? Sadly, there probably is.
It is hoped they will also copy more appropriate vocabulary and noises from the remainder of the flock. Mr. Nichols said, Parrots are flock creatures. They need to be with other parrots. The bigger the flock, the happier they are. However, he admitted, or we could end up with 100 swearing parrots on our hands. Only time will tell. That would be great.
Wonderful.
I had a friend of mine had a whatever it was, a cockatoo or whatever, and it would imitate the dog.
Mm-hmm.
So the dog would leave the room, and all of a sudden the parrot would go. Ruff, ruff. The dog would come flying in looking for a dog.
Christy, did you ever have a cockatoo?
Or 3?
No,
or
I
4?
never had a cockatoo.
Oh, not very accommodating, huh?
Ice cold.
So you've got those nominations over there?
Chick, do you have them up?
Oh, geez,
I
no,
have
I
them.
don't.
You really want to hear about this?
Nominations for Best Picture for the Oscars
this goes
2024.
This goes right along with us asking you not to go to movies anymore. You shouldn't be allowed to be involved in any of this because it's just going to make you mad.
We need to fill time, so that's okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. Best Picture nominees are.
And why can't we go back to the best 5 again?
Why do we have to have 10?
Too many. It's too many.
1,
Go
2,
ahead.
3,
It is
4,
too
5,
many.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10, maybe
Yes.
5.
American Fiction.
Great movie.
Anatomy of a Fall.
I enjoyed it.
Ain't seen it.
Barbie.
Ain't seen it.
Loved it.
The Holdovers.
Yes, I did.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Very, very good, yes.
Maestro.
Nope.
That's the Leonard Bernstein thing?
Yeah, I didn't care for it. It's way overproduced. Way over. Right, Pat? Do you
Yes,
agree with me?
I totally agree. And I'm a
Well,
huge
apparently
fan
it's
of
good enough to be nominated for Best Picture.
Oh, well, it's because they're kissing Bradley Cooper's ass. Oppenheimer.
Garbage.
You didn't like it?
No, I really like it.
I need to watch it again. I'm
very
on the
much
fence
like
So
about
good.
it. Yeah.
Past Lives. I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, that's
Korean or
Asian?
Yeah,
I forget
something
which.
like that.
Poor Things, which did well at the Golden Globes.
Supposed to be great.
I enjoyed it.
And The Zone of Interest. That I'm not familiar with that either.
Oh, that's about two kids at a video game arcade.
That's right.
I
And
think it's an international.
Discovery Zone.
Oh, God.
That's good.
they're playing in the ball pit.
Best Actress, Annette Bening for Naiad.
I hear she's great.
It's great. I saw that movie. It was good. Lily
Josh Arnold
Gladstone-
for Gonad. That's right. I just wanted to be stupid. Let me be stupid.
Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Wonderful.
Sandra Hüller for Anatomy of a Fall.
Nobody knows what that is.
Carrie Mulligan, Maestro. Emma Stone for Poor Things. And then your Best Actor nominees are Bradley Cooper for Maestro. Coleman Domingo for Rustin. If you've not seen that movie, I highly recommend that.
What is it?
Rustin. It's really good.
I won't watch it.
Paul Giamatti in The Holdovers.
Where's Cillian
all right.
Murphy? Give me Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer.
There he is.
Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction.
Oh, boy. I'd like to see Jeffrey Wright win, actually. I enjoyed his performance more than I did Cillian Murphy.
Really?
No Barry Keoghan for
No.
Salt.
He's so good at Saltburn.
Saltburn, I have
Nothing.
No movie, no actor, no nothing.
Best Supporting Actress, Emily Blunt, Oppenheimer. Danielle Brooks, The
Hang
Color
on.
People. What?
And here's Chris. She's far too modest. Here's Christy with a limerick about Emily Blunt.
Okay.
Please.
Christy.
Emily Blunt has a lovely.
House.
There you go.
Yeah. Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple. America Ferrera for Barbie. Jodie Foster for Naiad. And Divine Joy Randolph, who everybody's raving about in The Holdovers. She was wonderful.
Oh, so good.
And Best Supporting Actor, Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction.
He's very good in that.
Does he cry?
I love him.
Oh, he's always crying.
Oh, would you stop?
I love him too, but
He's
stop
sensitive.
crying.
Robert
If
De
he
Niro
wins, he'll cry.
for Killers of the Flower Moon. If you've ever wanted to hate Robert De Niro, watch that movie. Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer. Ryan Gosling for Barbie, and Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things. So there you
I
have
think Robert Downey Jr. was the best thing in Oppenheimer.
He was good.
it. He was very good.
I like the explosion.
Are you
Oh,
interested?
that was your favorite part?
Yeah, that was cool. Oh, look at that.
So,
They didn't
so
really
the movie
show
should have
much.
ended right after the explosion?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, all right, well.
Now,
Okay, I got to
It
get
works.
that out of the way. It works.
Christy, on a different note, these Stanley. It's weird to call them Stanley Cups because it's not the Stanley Cup from hockey.
No.
It's the thermos-like cups with the handle that are so popular
Why
right now.
are you making this hard?
Because it's confusing.
No.
Nobody's going to steal 1 million Stanley Cups.
This isn't
There's only
Lord
one.
Stanley's Cup.
When someone says a Stanley Cup or a Stanley Thermos or whatever, in America, no one thinks of Stanley Cup.
I was clarifying it for those that didn't.
Canada, I'll give... Why do I try?
California police arrested a woman after finding $2,500 worth of stolen Stanley Cups in her car.
Three? Yeah. Like five or six of them.
Yeah.
They're
pricey.
According to police in Roseville, officers called out to a reported theft from a store where staff said they saw a woman taking a shopping cart full of Stanley water bottles without paying for them.
Hey, we saw you take those without paying for them.
An officer spotted the suspect's
Well,
vehicle,
see, it
pulled
was
her over.
it was in Roseville, Cal. If it had been
Yeah.
in San Francisco, they would have. wrapped them for her.
Lawless.
You see, they encourage shoplifting there.
Police said the 23-year-old Sacramento woman was taken into custody, and a search of her car recovered 65 Stanley products valued at nearly $2,500.
Wow. It's kind of a status symbol.
Over the Yeti?
I guess. Yeah, it's become the new
taken
Yeti.
over.
It's more expensive?
I think so. I have one. It was gifted to me by Tom's girlfriend.
Oh.
For being a good kisser.
I do not have one.
She said, "You're such a good kisser. Here's your cup."
Thanks for teaching Tom.
And then she was trying to...
It's really big with the kids.
She was trying to give Josh a little more class.
Oh, really?
Which he immediately lost by drinking Mountain Dew Diet out of it.
All right.
Just saying.
It's a fine beverage, I happen to think.
Don't you remember when we were kids, the Stanley thermos was the green thermos that your dad would take to work that had the silver cup on top? Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah, with booze in it, my dad.
Sure.
Your dad.
My dad did coffee, but okay, you can.
It's more of a flask, I think, Pat.
Are you still amazed by old pictures of those guys on girders opening those up?
Yes, I love that one.
Like, good God! At the top of the Empire State Building or whatever.
I can't do this sober. Are you crazy?
Now, have you ever seen the website that'll tell you what? Because the Stanley Cup thing, it's kind of a fad. But have you seen the one that'll tell you what the biggest fad was the year you were born?
No. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
It might be a good topic for tomorrow.
What was yours? Like the wheel? Fire?
Well, you tell one joke about drinking Diet Mountain Dew to a guy.
That makes the YouTube.
The year I was born, the big fad was 3D movies.
Oh, what year was... Oh, well, I don't want to...
The Bowana Devil.
That was the big 3D movie?
The House of Wax, and it came from outer space. What year were you born, Josh?
78.
God.
This is a much more relatable. The big fad in 78, Cabbage Patch Kids.
In 78? I didn't know it was that...
They came with their own names and birth certificates.
Wow. 78.
They became one of the most popular toys of the 80s.
Yeah, I had one when I was like 82.
Yeah, I don't think the fad, though, hit until like 81, 82, somewhere around in there.
77, Josh, the year before you were born, disco.
Ah, all right.
Kicked off with the likes of Donna Summer.
I wonder if my parents were listening to disco when they...
You think so? Maybe a little Casey and the Sunshine Band?
Maybe.
I actually saw them.
Oh, yeah?
Recently.
Recently?
Yeah. He's real funny.
Who, KC?
Yeah, he came out and he said, he said, I'm gaining a little weight. I look more like KFC in the Sunshine Band.
Oh, that is good.
That's great.
He moves well, though, still.
Yeah. But, now... this is a fun topic. We're exploring what the big fad was. Now, right now, I want to talk about. It's not a fad. It happens every year, over and over again. It's of course Valentine's Day. That's where Steven Singer comes in. He's the guy, you know him from I Hate Steven Singer. IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven Singer Jewelers. There's something special this year. It's called Malibu Pink. And it's that beautiful rose dipped in real 24-karat gold. And then artisans are hand-painting these babies in Malibu pink. And there's lots of other colors, by the way. But the iconic color this year in fashion is called Malibu pink. It's everywhere. And now it's on a beautiful rose. You can get one of these babies at Steven Singer Jewelers. For perfect Valentine's Day gift, of course it is. Now, here's something interesting. It's not just a dangling rose. It's got a beautiful personalized Valentine's Day card that comes with it, a free lifetime guarantee, and it's in a beautiful signature gift box from Steven Singer. So beware of knockoffs. Get the real deal. And, of course, Steven Singer has lots of other stuff, including bracelets, necklaces, earrings, etc., etc. IHateStevenSinger.com. Pay them a visit and check out the Malibu Pink gold-dipped roses, once again, in a beautiful gift box. You can check that box off in your list of obligations for Valentine's Day. Get that done right now. If you get the order in before 2 o'clock, it goes out today. And, of course, it has Steven Singer's famous guarantee. IHateStevenSinger.com. BobbandTom.com. Coming right back with our history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Any bugs come out, it's not my fault.
I know.
I'm just going to cover just the edge of your nostril. Breathe,
Uh-huh.
breathe through your mouth.
That's freaking out. A little bit.
I thought you said you were a mouth breather.
I am. I did not expect to be attacked, though. I didn't expect what just happened right there. I'll be honest, that freaked me out.
I don't know how the wax stays on the stick when she yanks
No,
it out.
the sticks just how long does the wax take to dry?
Just a couple minutes. It's not long, yeah.
So Pat has a stick sticking out of his nose.
Oh, boy.
And the wax is coating the hairs in his nose. But now you notice his hands were in fists, his legs are crossed, he's all tensed up. Gotta relax,
Paper towel, though.
Yeah,
Relax.
gotta
Okay,
relax.
It's okay.
Gotta relax. I have a stick sticking out of my face.
That is pretty funny. I have to admit. No, the wax is drying, and
You want to make sure this is really good and dry.
Oh, I would hope.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I want people to know, I'm a firm believer that you need hair in your ears and your nostrils, but we're just getting just the stuff that's sort of visible, yeah.
So, like that gross guy at the store, the clerk
Yeah,
that
where
has the
it's hanging
nose
out.
hairs hanging out.
That guy.
Yeah, the guy who's making your sandwich. Yeah, you don't want the nose hairs.
I kind of feel like I'm drowning.
Drowning?
Can't
Being
breathe out.
waterboarded kind of thing?
You can't breathe out your nostril.
No, you're fine.
Don't breathe out of my nostril?
No, you don't want to suck it up into your nostril.
No, then we got a problem.
Then we have a major problem.
It's a whole
The
different
NFL will ban us from all broadcasts. And,
the story that.
We did it. We did it. I didn't know we were doing it. I did not know she attacked it. She set me up there. Oh, boy.
But you have to see this. Can you see those hairs?
Holy moly, look at where'd that thing come from?
That's wax. That was in your nostril.
That was from my mustache.
No, it wasn't.
How much hair is it?
Let me see.
Oh, is it bleeding?
No, it looks great.
How much hair is it?
If anybody ever checks out the inside of my nose.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Wow. Better?
Do you guys understand? She was setting it up, like patting it down, checking on me, and then all of a sudden, one pat down, wham, stick out.
That's the key. That way you're not
stuck. I'm not going to fall for it next time. Oh, boy.
Okay. Well.
$6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, if I could just have a few minutes of your time, I'd like to speak with you today about the joys of water sports. Is this Bob and or Tom?
This is Bob.
Perhaps you already own a boat. However, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to upgrade your boat.
Shut up, Randy. Read the script I wrote. Upgrade boats. I want them to buy one.
I've almost got them name Donnie? Okay. So the badass wave buster, beast on the water.
And tell Chick he looks thinner and he'll buy it.
Get a free tube if you're not a lard queen or like pork.
I ain't even gave my pager number, man.
Donnie, all right, I'm not going to do this anymore, Donnie.
Get back to work, Randy. You screwed it up anyway.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Don't.
The Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7,
Joining us in the studio, comedian Mark Eubanks. Did you go to college down in...
I went to college in University of West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Oh, really?
I was a mountaineer.
Well, why would someone from Florida go to college in West Virginia?
Because you didn't have to be real smart to get into school there. Basically, showing up got you that piece of paper.
Valedictorian was a 2.0.
On the breathalyzer.
I babysat a cat a couple weeks ago. No, it went in the show.
Oh,
Then he started picking his out of his litter box and dropping him in the middle of the living room floor.
Oh, this is a protest.
It did seem like some sort of action. Cats are, jerks, basically.
Can be.
Cats are jerks.
Now, Dwight Slade is our guest. Dwight is a very healthy guy, but you were saying that you had a colonic?
I had a colonic. It's a water skiing accident that you do on purpose.
This is where they fill your lower cavity with...
Why don't you walk me through this?
With water.
Is there an audio component to this as the revealing is taking place?
Like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they play this. There it goes now.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hi, this is comedian Sean Moore, and you're...
Couple on you.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin's over there in the performance studio.
Hi, Chick.
Just hanging out. Just watching the show.
I love the show today.
You know, there was something magical about the show today. I don't know what it was. It just seemed like it was seamless. It was wonderful.
It was magical.
We didn't have any awkward interruptions or other than Kostaki. And I think that it just really, there was just something wonderfully...
There's something missing, though.
Different about...
Wonder what it was.
What do you get from a dwarf cow?
Oh, Jesus.
A dwarf cow. What do you get?
Condensed milk.
Sponsored by Sleep Number. That's right. The joke of the day sponsored by Sleep Number. Sleep next level. Save 40% on the Sleep Number special edition smart bed for a limited time. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Okay, you know what this was? This was a warning shot. Are you just going to let him go ahead and curate these on his own?
Perfectly valid.
Until he gets...
A fine joke.
When I'm doing multiple nights at the arena, you're not invited.
There.
Oh.
Well, I'll have to live with that.
Right now, it's time to review what's happening in the world of history.
Time now to review what's happening in the world of history.
Oh, I like this guy.
He did sound just like him.
Yeah, that's right. Here I am, Tom. I will tell you what happened in history.
Dude, that sounds exactly like him.
Yeah, I'm Tom. Oh, I'm Tom.
Dead on.
I'm somebody. I know everything.
Oh, my gosh.
It's uncanny.
Really says more about him than about me, doesn't it? So sad.
What's sad?
Now, Christy Lee, I'm going to do this. Actually, I'm going to do this for Chick McGee.
Okay.
Christy, do you have any cash on you right now?
I have not. Yeah, in the other room I do. I have $40.
40. Okay. You
220s.
Throw it in there.
What do you mean?
All
You don't think I'll know the answer to this? You don't think I'll know? Is that what you're betting on?
I have 50 euros too on that.
See this guy?
That's a 20. That's David Bowie. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, David Bowie in the 20.
All right.
In 1957.
Yep.
Whammo.
Yeah.
Produced.
Oh, Jesus.
What would eventually be called Frisbees.
Yes.
What was the original name?
Chick knows this.
The original name of the Frisbee? It wasn't Frisbee? Flying disc.
I keep
Is it flying disc?
The Pluto platter.
What? Well, you're just making stuff up.
No, that's what they were called.
Huh.
1957, the Pluto platter.
I will never forget it now.
I think they probably changed. Pluto platter sounds kind of like something that would happen at Disney World when.
Isn't that chicken nuggets, a fry, and a drink at one of the restaurants in Orlando?
The Pluto platter?
Yes.
Okay.
And it costs $20. Right?
Yeah, it's their special brown applesauce.
Let's see. 1975, the television show Barney Miller. I'm a fan. You're not.
No, I am not.
Oh, I thought it was
like Barney Miller?
I thought it was considered like universally funny.
No, it's. I think it was it. It somehow it got that place in comedic history. It's an amazing dry humor, and it's not. It's just not funny.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I love the theme song. Do you like that?
Boom, ba-da-dum. Yeah, it's all right.
It's good. It's a good show. Let's see. We have the A-Team premiering on ABC in 1983.
That's funny.
As a kid,
I love it when a plan comes together.
Never
Man, that
watched it.
George Papard.
Love that show.
Did you ever see it in Canada?
And no one ever died.
Wait a minute. Did you ever see it in Canada? You
Yeah,
didn't
they
live
changed
in
the name. They
Canada.
didn't have the same name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they called it Team, eh?
Team A. Team A. And the movie, I will defend
Boy, I
all
fell for
day.
that.
Who's in the movie?
Liam Neeson, and it's very good. Patrick Wilson.
No kidding.
It's
Really?
Bradley Cooper. Really entertaining.
I do like Patrick Wilson.
Let's see. 1984, Hulk Hogan beats the Iron Sheik.
That was huge. Just huge.
To win the WWF title.
Yep.
And then it was WWF.
Yeah, it was.
For the World Wildlife Fund got up.
Well, that's when they actually have pandas wrestling in the aftercard.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We've gotten better.
Yeah.
We have birthdays. 1737. Christy, see if you can remember. This guy's emigrated. His name was John Palmpenis.
John Palmpenis. Do you have any guess as to who that might be?
You mean John Hancock?
They changed his name. Changed his name at Ellis Island. early version of Ellis Island.
Oh, gosh.
To John Hancock.
I'll make my signature big so the king can see.
Let's see. Ernie Kovacs.
I love Ernie
early
Kovacs.
TV guy.
Amazing. Camera tricks.
Wow. Gorilla suit.
Oh, man.
And 1951.
Huh?
Christy, this is in the form of a question.
Pluto platter.
Sully Sullenberger.
Right?
Menace to the Skies.
He saved a bunch of people.
Born in
He-
1951 in the state. Yeah, great.
He landed
great
the
pilot.
plane on the Hudson.
What is Sully's actual first name?
John?
Tom Hanks.
Near miss.
Chesley.
Oh, I didn't know
That's
that.
a ridiculous name.
Chesley.
No one. Chesley Sullenberger. Party of two.
Next time, dodge the birds. All right, like most pilots do.
That's easy to do.
1964, the beautiful Mariska Hargitay.
Oh yes, yeah, she is beautiful and a great actress.
Let's not get carried away. She's
The
a
best
TV
actress that ever lived.
Very nice. Chick McGee, what happened?
Joel Embiid had a 70-piece last night in the NBA. That means 70 points. Tom was not aware of that. Karl Anthony Towns, the big cat, he had a 62-piece. Christy's husband's sleep number is 100.
Do you think I could eat 62 nuggets?
No.
Yes.
Give me the money for it, and we'll see.
Now, we had the South Korean call of the missed field goal.
그렇기 때문에 조시 앨런 선수가 오른쪽으로 나오면서 시간을 벌어봤지만 오픈된 리시버를 찾을 수 없었습니다. 44야드 거리입니다. 타일러 베스. 오른쪽으로 벗어났어요.
Now, in the North Korean broadcast, Kim Jong-un actually makes it.
Yeah, yes, he made the kick.
It's amazing.
And Tom is not aware or cares of the terms tutties and nugs. Nope, doesn't care for them. Tutties for touchdowns and
Tutties
nugs
and nugs sounds like
for chicken
something
nuggets.
that happened in the back of a car for the prom. Yeah.
Out.
Gave her the old tutties and nugs.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she's not going to wear that dress again. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.